Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AGS TV channel. My throat already feels a bit weird. Hope you are all doing well. It is Croatia versus Spain in the round of 16. Only a few games left of this round. Another game today, 2 games tomorrow. Very important, very important game, at least to me tomorrow. But I hope you are all doing well. I'm going to get into the... Okay, I sound a bit different now. We'll get into the lineups of the teams today. Croatia, obviously, they come into this game. I think as a slight underdog after they finished second in our group, only slightly ahead of Czech Republic. But they still have a decent side. I think they're aging. I think it's fair, it's fairly easy to say they are an aging team. Give me 1 second. Just going to say that I'm live here. And we're going to move. All right, so yeah, Croatia start with a 4-3-3 with kind of a false 9. Can't really work out what Petkovic does, really, because I don't think he's done much for Croatia. And I'm going to sneeze in a second. But Livakovic in goal, Juranovic, Vida, Kaletičar, and Gvardiol at the back for Brozovic, Modric, and Kovacic is the midfield 3. Vlasic, Petkovic, and Rebic are the front 3. To have a player like Luka Modric, before we go into absolutely anything, to have Luka Modric in a team, former Ballon d'Or winner, by the way. Hello to you, Chris. What is up, mate? What is up, my man AJ? What is up, mate? Hello to Jackson and Shane and Blocks, who were also here today. I had a little conversation with them before the stream, as well as CM Backers. So yeah, we've had some support on the channel already. For Spain, it is the very usual 4-3-3. Simon in goal, Gaia, Laporte, Garcia, and Azpilicueta. The back 4, Pedri, Busquets, and Koke, midfield 3. Sarabia, Morata, and Torres is the front 3. Not as good as a Spanish side. That you take it back 10 years ago, and that Spanish team looks way different, way stronger, and well, that Spanish team would definitely be favourites to win this tournament. But it's not that same Spanish team anymore. They've got a couple good players, but they're just not the same team. Predictions. All right, I'm going to say my predictions now. I think it'll be 2-1 to Spain. I think Modric will score and he will be a big threat for Croatia. But I think Alvaro Morata, Torres, Sarabia, I just think they've got too much quality in that side. Spain did put 5 past Slovakia. Don't forget that. They absolutely battered Slovakia. And it wasn't even close, was it, realistically? How you doing? Nice. What is up, Wagwan, babes? What is up, mate? What do you think this game will eventually lead to? What do you think the result will be? How do you think the game will pan out? Will it be a Croatian masterclass? Will they play badly and win? Will they rely on Luka Modric? I mean, that is the real question. I think the easiest thing to say right now is Spain need Morata to pull his thumb out his arse. I think that's the easiest way to look at their approach. Morata just hasn't done enough. He missed a penalty in the last game. I know they battered Slovakia, but battered Slovakia. But is there an echo on my stream? If there was an echo, I've removed it now. But yeah, they absolutely battered Slovakia. And it wasn't even close, was it, really? But the penalty miss did cost them. It could have cost them on another day, is what I'm trying to say. It cost them against Poland. They didn't win that game. It wasn't Morata who missed it. I don't think it was Moreno. Just going to look at Spain's most recent result. It's not the best results for Spain, realistically. They've had an easy group. They had an easy qualifying group. They didn't beat Sweden. Sweden finished top. Yeah, it was Moreno who missed a penalty. Morata scored earlier in the game. And I think Morata missed the rebound. So yeah, not great. Not great at all. Going from what I saw with Croatia, I watched Croatia play, I watched them play England. I watched Croatia, who did I see them play? That was it, because I watched all the England games at the time. So I haven't really watched much of Croatia. I know they did put 3 past Scotland, but it is Scotland. I mean, the pressure was on. They had to win that game to qualify, and they did. Give me 1 second. I am going to get some tissue. I don't really really know what I'm going to do. If I don't recover from this cold, I don't know what I'm going to do. I just presumed I would by now. But I'm going to 100% do the England game tomorrow. But I need to reassess after that. If I'm still not very well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I may just have a break. Because these do take it out of me. It's definitely not a cold. I don't know what it is. But I'm going to call the doctor tomorrow. And I'm going to see. It's not COVID. It's not COVID. The Spanish players are out for the national anthem. And the Spanish supporters are belting it out. So, yeah. Like I said, I think this will be 2-1 to Spain. I think they're kind of disappointed in the group. That's what I was trying to allude to anyway. They didn't do enough, did they? Realistically, they didn't do enough, and you can to only win one game in 3. I know that one game they did put 5 past Slovakia, but it's not the most impressive of results, was it? Realistically, you created it by taking out the. Look, that put me in the mud. That really did put me in the mud. I can't lie. That took it out of me, 100%. Noise, give me your score prediction today. You finished above Spain, so you're going to be gassing. We finished above Croatia, so we're going to be gassing. We'll be like, well, we beat these. We did beat this Croatia side. I think they're okay, but I think they're beatable. I think they're definitely a beatable side. And Spain, they're not as good as what they used to be. So yeah, will this Croatia team make it to another semi-final of a major tournament? We shall see. Hey, doing Fluffy Fuel Gaming, what is up, mate? Welcome to the stream. 1-0 Spain. Will they get a clean sheet? I think they've only conceded, 1 goal? They conceded 1 to Poland? Yes. So, well, clean sheet. It's not the worst prediction in the world. That's all I'm going to say. Jordi Alba scores and Laporte assists the goal. I'm good, you? I'm okay. I'm still a bit ill. I'm trying my hardest to shake this illness, but it doesn't seem to want to leave me alone. Whatever bug is inside me loves this body. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, we've seen some madness in these Euros, haven't we? Just to recap, Denmark battered Wales 4-0. I don't think many people saw that coming. Maybe some said Denmark would win, some said Wales would win. No one had a 4-0 on the cards. So that was mad. That's to start the round of 16 off with that. Bunkers. Italy, everyone thought Italy would wipe Austria. Austria took them to extra time. Nearly won. They got a goal ruled out for offside. It was marginal. Very marginal. And they could have won that game, but they just narrowly lost. Netherlands, who'd won all 3 of their group games, topped the group, top scorers in the whole tournament, 2-0 down to Czech Republic. Like, we've had some absolute bonkers results. Belgium, they had the top scorer in Cristiano Ronaldo. And they lost. Like, this tournament is weird. It's so, every game I think has had some form of a shock. Genuinely, every single game. My friend's going to support Germany tomorrow at Wembley for £50. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I will wait. You can absolutely guarantee I'm going to be streaming that tomorrow, so make sure that you are here for that. It is going to be passion. It's going to be, it's going to be every emotion going. I'm going to go through an absolute roller coaster of emotions. There may be tears either way. If we win, there'll be tears of joy. If we lose, there will be tears. Trust me on that. I'm sure people will clip whatever they want to clip from that game. But there will be tears from the game tomorrow. I can promise you that. Either what's going to happen, I'm going to throw my chair about. It's going to be a madness, basically. We are about to be underway for the game today, though. It is Croatia versus Spain. I've said there's been a fair few 50-50 games. I think this comes under that veil. This is really hard to call. I did predict Spain to be my winners of the Euros, and obviously I'll back the England boys all the way, but I think Spain could go far, and I still stand by that. Hello to you, Oren. Yes, my voice is all over the place. Jackson also said everyone loves a bit of AJ. Well, I hope so. Hold on. Belgium had Ronaldo. AJ, you don't remember that? Well, he didn't really perform, did he, Cristiano Ronaldo? I mean, everyone has these type of players. They hold them to a standard. And when they don't perform to that standard, they say they have had a bad game. But Ronaldo played just as good as Jota, Bernardo Silva, Bruno. when he came off the bench. Like, he was just as good as them. But because it's Ronaldo, everyone holds him to a higher standard. We have kicked off Croatia to kick off from our left to right in a complete full cell house, Copenhagen. This is Denmark Stadium. Them and Hungary have been able to have pretty much a full capacity, which is nice to see. Loads of supporters. It was also nice to see it because with what happened with Denmark and Ericsson, it was nice to see their stadium get full with fans to get the support, which was it was good. Pedri is generational. I don't care. Pedri's a good player that people kind of don't look at sometimes. He goes under the radar. There's so many players that do. Oh, you need to change the screen. Well remembered. I always forget. I think it is fair to say there's so many players that go under a radar, isn't it? Like Dumfries, up until this year, went under. I've known about Dumfries for years. He always gets a team of the season on FIFA for a start, and like I knew he was a good player, and it's only now he's finally on the radar. But you get loads of players who just go under this radar until like a major tournament. Patrick Schick, barely anyone heard of him. Even I knew he played for Bayer Leverkusen, but didn't know much about him. And now I do. It's mad. Absolutely mad. He scored 15 goals in 30 games for Czech Republic. So, bloody hell. He's decent. That's a good ball already. Chance for Croatia. Oh, great goalkeeping. No, sorry. It's a chance for Spain, not Croatia. I got caught off guard there. It was a long ball played forward towards Alvaro Morata. And it was very sharp goalkeeping from Livakovic. And that would have been a very early shot goal. But very good goalkeeping. Defending, though, I don't rate. I think they need to track the runner better, though. I reckon Switzerland are going to pull off the shock and get at least the semis. Well, this is the thing now. How far do you take shock results? Because, like I said, we've had a shock in every game. Literally every game there's been a form of a shock. Are we going to see it again? That is the question. Like, are we going to see it with Switzerland? Are they going to beat France? I think that France team, they're not 100%, are they? They're not the France of 2018. Hungary got under their skin. I know Hungary also got under the skin of Germany, and maybe that's because Hungary just played well and were unlucky to get such a tough group. But they're not an unbeatable side. Like, I know there's a load of English arrogance. I get it because we haven't won a knockout game, by the way, since 1996 in the Euros. That was the last time we won a European knockout. We've been knocked out in the round of 16 or didn't make the group every single year after that, including a penalty shootout to Portugal and a penalty shootout to Italy. So it's not been the best for England, but you compare our side to other teams, I think we could on our day beat anyone, genuinely. I think we could also lose to anyone on our day. I mean, we lost to Iceland, 5 years ago in the Euros at the round of 16. So we're a very unpredictable side, but if we have Grealish out, and we have like the certain players like Saka should play, Sancho I think arguably should play. We have these certain players. I think England could actually do something in this tournament. We have an easy route. We've got no excuse. It'd be just like the 2018 World Cup, where we would play barely anyone heading into the final. Like, it will be Czech Republic or Denmark in the semi-final. Now that is huge. The other semi-final will probably be like Italy versus France. Like, that is mad. I just think this is a chance for England. Schick played for Leipzig last season. Well, I didn't even know that. Many a true gamer. I appreciate your football knowledge because I actually had no idea. I had absolutely no idea. I knew he played. Like I said, I knew he played for Leverkusen this year, but I knew very little about Patrick Schick, other than he looked like Willenee, and I know Willenee has tweeted about it before. But well, this is the thing with major tournaments. They make players famous. They put them under the spotlight. Like Mbappe 2018 got loads of notoriety. He had some prior to it, but everyone saw on a global scale how good Mbappe was. And still is, to be fair. England's only hard games are going to be Germany. Exactly. Like, this is the opportunity. But watch England go out to Germany. This is basically a home tournament as well, by the way, guys. We've had all our games at Wembley. If we go out tomorrow, we would have gone out after playing all the games at Wembley. It would have been basically a tournament for us in England. No excuse. No excuse to go out this early, realistically. Loads of home tournaments, teams at home in tournaments do well. There's a free kick to Spain, 35, 40 yards from goal. Glanced up into the air, chance for maybe. Koke battling there. Oh, good header away. Well, that wasn't convincing though from Modric. Gaia goes for a cross in. It might bounce kindly. Oh, it did, you know. It bounced very kindly for Koke again. Just outside the 6-yard box, and he can't get a shot away. It's eventually cleared. That's a waste. That is a huge waste for Spain. A lovely ball in from Gaia. And now a Croatian player is down injured. As I was talking about something else, I think it's the fullback. Yeah, Gvardiol has gone down injured, holding his head. Jackson says, I think France lose and they get a mad shocker. Well, Switzerland are no mugs, just like Austria with Italy. You don't get any mugs in this round. Well, usually you don't anyway. I think it's one of the worst squads ever by Spain. There's the argument, but people forget how bad they were in the 80s and 90s. I think that's fair to say. Other than Raul and maybe Puyol in the early 2000s, they didn't have a great side. People remember the Spain of 2010, 2008, 2012. Like, people remember those, that Spanish squad. that was a very good side in comparison to like 10, 20 years prior to that. England are lucky the game was supposed to be played in Dublin. Oh, you lot would boo the England players. You wouldn't even care. 2002, Spain got robbed hard. Oh yeah, the 2002, by the way, Italy and Spain got robbed. I agree. The officials, I watched that the other day. The officiating there, was dreadful. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. It was criminal, really. It was held in Japan and South Korea, and the referee was supporting basically the South Korean side, and it was a joke. It was basically, simply put, as a joke. 2 Spanish goals were ruled out when they were both perfectly fine, and eventually they lost on penalties. But thankfully, South Korea did get knocked out eventually, and it wasn't a complete fraud tournament. But even the Italy game, the Italians were also robbed. So it's just an absolute sham of a tournament. Wasn't the ref for the game against Italy on drugs? Oh yeah, so that referee, by the way, there was a rumor that he was actually on a substance, and then this rumor got bigger because he actually went to prison, and he's still in prison to this day for drug smuggling in the United States. This guy is not. I'm just saying, it's not the most representable referee I've ever seen. He's not the most trustworthy person. I wouldn't be surprised if he took a bribe. So if someone is a hard drug smuggler, like, I think they'll do a fair few things for money. I think I don't think the imagination could, you don't have to imagine too much. I think it's not someone really that you wanna have at a major tournament. Free kick for Koke. It's a diving header, but it's straight into the hands of the goalkeeper. It's Cesar Azpilicueta of Chelsea. Just inside the box, he glances his header. Good goalkeeping, actually. Because it could have been awkward. I think he took a bounce in front of goal. Oh no, he just grabbed it as it was going to bounce. No, it's good goalkeeping. It's a simple save. No, the ref, Ned, I don't know. It had drugs. Wow. I'm just saying that there's been so much corruption in football before. Not just football, in government, and just in the world itself. There's corruption in everything. And I think that was one of the biggest ones. There's also, by the way, if you didn't know, which, I mean, it's quite easy to not know this, but you can look it up for yourself. The 1934 World Cup was very corrupted. Mussolini, because it was held in Italy, and he handpicked his referees in their World Cup games. You can look that up. It's not bull. You can look this up. Mussolini, the dictator, handpicked the referees for the Italian games. Like, no, do I have to go on? Like, they ended up winning the tournament, big shock, and a lot about that is fishy. And obviously, we don't really have much video evidence of that World Cup, and there's been rumours that a result or two may have been exaggerated. It's kind of bonkers. It is kind of bonkers. That's all I'm going to say. Thought Spain would just hold the ball on the halfway line. It's been an interesting game so far. Neither side have really threatened. I think Spain have had 1 or 2 shots. Croatia have had nothing. Luka Modric still trying to be the playmaker. The guy, man, his country are so reliant on Luka Modric. It's mad. Whenever I watch Croatia, I always see the same thing. They use him as like their little the little puppet to always get involved, always create anything for Croatia, and they do play like with a false 9. I think both of these sides arguably play with a false 9. I know Spain are very well known for it. Morata's more of a complete forward though, rather than a false 9. He doesn't have great hold-up play, and he's not a great striker anyway, to be quite honest. But yeah. Mussolini, you got to do what you got to do. Well, I'm just saying this. If you look at the host of every World Cup or every Euros, that host does well. Like, you can't tell me, at least at the very lowest level of corruption, that the referees give good decisions to host nations. It happens. It literally happens. The only time England have ever won the World Cup, it was in England. The only time we've ever done well in the Euros, it was in England. So, like, well, this could break it all tomorrow if we do that badly. An early ball in towards Koke for Spain is very well cleared, though, by Kovacic of Chelsea. Spain's struggling. Spain are really struggling to break anything here. Kevin De Bruyne is our Modric for Croatia. I think you're less reliant on De Bruyne. I do think De Bruyne... Man City are, they're dependent on him. Also, chance for Morata on an angle in the box. Gaia goes for goal and hits the side netting. 12 minutes gone, still goalless. Either side have really failed to threaten, I will say. And that was a chance there, and it was a wasted effort. It wasn't Gaia, it was Pablo Sarabia. Just Gaia's been more involved in this game. Sarabia's been a ghost. But that was a wasted opportunity for Spain. He had options. He was on an acute angle. I don't think he was ever going to score from there. And he went for goal. I think that was the right idea. But Spain, they do have the ball now, though. They won it back from the goal kick. The host as well, because I think, the argument is that the fans influence. But every host does well. You can't tell me, like... Other than South Africa didn't make the group, I think they're the only team who hosted the World Cup to not make the group. I think obviously Qatar probably will do that as well next year. But I mean, if Qatar make the group, that has to be corruption. I don't know of a Qatar player. You can't tell me they're going to qualify from a group. Look, all I'm saying is keep a close eye on that team. I think they're going to get battered. A lot of people of England have been chanting Scotland, get battered everywhere they go. Like, Qatar are genuinely going to get battered everywhere they go. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I don't know why they've paid so much money for this World Cup. They're going to actually get battered and embarrassed on a global scale. It's probably going to be one of the worst host performances in history. It probably will be the worst host performance in history. They're going to get battered. Like, they're not even going to score. I just don't understand why, why FIFA allowed them to get it in the first place. There's no merit there for them to do so. I just find it odd. England, why can't England, try and get the World Cup? We haven't had it since the 60s. I mean, we had the Euros in the 90s, but I think we could have done it. Oh well. America will also host 2026 as well. At least they usually qualify. I know they didn't for the last one. But they do usually qualify for the World Cup. Apparently they have to share it with Mexico and Canada. I think. But I don't know why they have to do that anyway, because America is such a big country. And they have a lot of stadiums. I don't really know why they're having to share a little bit, but who knows. I think Mexico could get their own World Cup, surely. unless they genuinely can't afford it. I'd find that very odd. Does the country have to be in the... yeah, so they automatically qualify. That happens in every World Cup. Lovely ball from Pedri. Chance! Great save! Koke should have scored for Spain. Pedri's passed through to Koke. Oh, that is wonderful. Pedri, that is a wonderful ball. And Koke's finish there was awful. He's put it straight down the middle. And to answer the question, they do get a freebie, basically. They don't have to qualify. No host ever has to qualify, which is why they're going to get battered. They've never qualified for any World Cup. So it's just like a free qualification. World Cup Island. Yeah, but you get battered everywhere you Look. At least you'd do better than Qatar. I don't think there's a country I know. India. India would do more than Qatar. Sarabia to take the corner short. Oh, that's awful. That is awful. Modric. Lovely back heel to keep the ball in play. And Croatia are going to try and build from the back, but great press from Spain. They've got they got away with it. Lovely play from Modric. They're using Modric in every phase of play here. Modric helping to defend. He's on the ball again here. Carrying the ball from a left-back position. The press from Spain, though. They've won the ball back. You got to say, man, the Spanish press is mad. Here's Pedri. Koke sweeps it out wide. Not as clean, but they still keep possession. Sarabia. 17 minutes gone, still goalless. Neither side have really threatened. Koke arguably should have scored, but the shot itself was terrible. Pedri generational. Well, he should have had an assist. If anyone has him in a fantasy team, they'll be spitting feathers because Koke had a one-on-one. He put it wide. There is a counter-attack opportunity for Croatia. Can they build something? It's Brozovic, and that's a good ball here. On the byline, can they get across in? Brozovic is in support. It was Vlasic out wide. See, they've wasted this, Croatia. They've been forced all the way back to halfway line. They got all the way to the byline, and Spain have forced them all the way back to their back line. I don't rate that at all. Got further in your... Well, true. That's true. We're dog. Wales got further than we did. We're dog, mate. We're absolute dog. We had Roy Hodgson. I think Roy Hodgson is worse than any manager you've ever had. See that? By the way, not only were Croatia forced all the way back to halfway line, they lost the ball on the halfway line. It's just... Oh, it's so conservative football. Really go for it, lads. You can't be scared in a major tournament. You might as well go for it. And it's all created by Rebic on the left-hand side. He's a good footballer in the Italian league, Rebic. And he did his job. And as soon as the ball went out to the right-hand side of Vlasic, ball into the middle from the right, and there's claiming for a handball. Morata's just missed another one. Morata really should have scored. Ferran Torres of Man City, lovely ball in. And Morata again, he's just missed a sitter. My fantasy team is in the mud. And it's... Oh my god. Morata is mudding me. Morata is mudding me here. That should be 1-0 to Spain. He's had a free header about 3 yards out. And he's missed the chance. He literally heads it against the defender. It came off Vida, apparently. He's mudding me. I've been mudded. I had Malen of the Netherlands in my team. Malen misses a one-on-one, and within 20 seconds, Netherlands they're down to 10 minutes. Oh, it's an own goal! Oh my god! Oh my god! It's an own goal from the halfway line! Croatia have scored! This is unbelievable! I can't believe what I've just seen in a major tournament. A ball has gone back to the goalkeeper, who has completely missed the ball, and it's gone all the way in. It's extraordinary. From the halfway line, it's an own goal. Oh my goodness me, Simon! It took a bobble, and he's just not read it very well at all. It's gone in. I'm in shock. Oh my God. I cannot believe what I've just seen. And now Croatia on the counter-attack again. Surely not another goal. That is one of that. No, it's not one of. That is the worst own goal I've ever seen. That is the worst own goal I've ever seen. I'm going to describe it because I'm struggling. I'm struggling to get my head around what I've just seen. So basically, Spain have had the ball on the halfway line. And it was either Pedri or Busquets. And they've played it back to the goalkeeper on the floor. And it's just took a bubble. As it gets to Simon. Or Simon, whatever you want to say. Simon sounds funny to call the Spanish goalkeeper. But as soon as it gets to the goalie, it takes a bubble. And it just, well... You know, goalkeepers are just well known for having bad touches of a football. It's just took a bubble, hit his foot, and it's gone in. That is one of the worst bit of goalkeeping I've ever seen. And thankfully, it's going to be a Simon goal. Is it Simon? Simon? Whatever. I'm going to call him Simon. It sounds funny to say. I'm calling Simon. Big up Simon. I mean, I feel for him because it's always hard to touch a ball sometimes. You know, I mean, we've all been there. I mean, he's a professional footballer, so he should be able to deal with it more than me. But I've been there. You know, a pass has took a bubble. I've gone to, you know, I've gone to control the ball, and it's gone under my foot. And that's what's happened here. He's a professional footballer, and it's happened to him. So I suppose it can happen to anyone. It took a bubble, but bloody hell, that is horrific goalkeeping. It is a gift. I think it's safe to say it is a Croatian gift. A gift? It's a gift. It's a Croatian PNG. You know, it's just shocking. I'm in literal shock. I can't believe what I've just seen. I was literally just gorming out, staring at the screen because I'm like, has this just happened? has this just happened in a major tournament? It's only the second goal Spain have conceded in the tournament, and that I can't lie, they look rattled. Here come Croatia again. It's Rebic against Azpilicueta. Kovacic, lovely play. It's Rebic with Brozovic, and it's out wide here. It's Kovacic of Chelsea. He'll go backwards again. This is easy for Croatia. They haven't even had to have a shot on target. Croatia, that's another thing. Croatia literally haven't had a shot on target and they lead. Vlasic, he's gone down here in the box. And he's claiming a penalty which it's not going to be given. It would have been soft. But Rebic really wanted a decision there as he goes down. And the referee doesn't give a decision Croatia's way. I need to see this own goal. I want to see who played the ball back. I think it was Pedri, who's had such a good game. If it's going to go down as a Pedri own goal, I'd feel sick. Because he's actually had such a good game. It's not his fault. Modric forward. It's a good chance here for a second goal for Croatia. Oh, it's side netting. It's Vlasic, who had a through ball. He should have done better there. It's a wonderful pass forward. And Rebic held off his man and struck it into the side netting. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. He was up against Garcia. And Garcia couldn't get the better of him. Spain all over the place. I cannot believe it is 1-0 to Croatia off a halfway line own goal. We've seen a halfway line goal for Schick, and now we've seen a halfway line own goal for Croatia. Stunning. Well, Unai Simon, not exactly, you know, the best of goalkeepers in the world, is he? I don't understand why he's in goal for Spain anyway. I mean, they literally have David De Gea on the bench. I don't understand. And now, well, Spain are claiming for something with Morata that's not been given. Spain are desperate already. The desperation is coming out here. I'm just in shock, lads. Oh, this is unbelievable. And Croatia, to be quite fair, they're playing brilliant too. Here's Petkovic. He's played it out wide to Kovacic here. Kovacic goes for goal! And that's was that tipped over by Simon? It's gone straight over the bar. Pretty decent from Kovacic, but he didn't score in the Premier League for Chelsea this season. He was fairly close. But he was, I think he was always rising. Oh, he's underrated. I think I'll agree with that. Kovacic is very underrated. They're going over the stats right now. For Croatia, have had 2 shots without a shot on target and lead 1-0. That's like the perfect situation to be in. They've not even had to play brilliantly. Sarabia on the ball for Spain though. Can they get a response? Cross comes in. It's a header on goal. But it's well over by Sarabia. Even Kepa would not have made that mistake. He ain't even that bad. Well, this is the question. Why is Simon in goal? Like, I think that's the first question I have. Like, I'm sure he's a decent goalkeeper. It actually was a Pedri back pass. It was going wide. Oh my God. It gets worse. It gets worse. The story gets worse. Oh my goodness. I didn't notice this at first. So Pedri passes it back to his goalkeeper, right? We all know this. It's going wide. It would have gone for a corner if the keeper didn't touch it. The goalkeeper has managed to touch it with his right boot. So he's standing to the left of the goal. He's touched it with his right boot and deflects it in. It's going wide. It's actually going wide. The back pass wasn't going in. It is a Simon own goal. Thankfully, it's not a Pedri own goal because it wasn't his fault anyway. But the idea was it might have gone down as his own goal. But like that is embarrassing. That is embarrassing. You can't even blame the back passing because it wasn't even going in. Like that is just shocking. Shocking is an underrated word. Like shocking doesn't even cover what happened. That is just a shambles. An absolute shambles. And yeah, even Kepa, the worst Kepa there's ever been, would not have made that mistake. David De Gea would not have made that mistake. So why is Simon in goal? That is worse than the Robert Green mistake for England against America. Oh, Rebic is beefing the referee. Rebic has just snapped into Koke. And the referee went straight up to Rebic, no card given. Kepa has the same thing like Werner, because they get booed by the fans, and by that they play really bad. Yeah, I told you, Petri's generational. Oh yeah, fuck! Oh my days. That was funny. That is funny. That is funny. Kyle Walker would not have made that. Fam, you put a defender in goal, they don't do that. Like, I'm not being... I'm literally... This is not me being an exaggeration for views or whatever. A defender doesn't make that mistake and go, I don't make that mistake. Put me in goal. I don't do that. I mean, he's clearly got way better goalkeeping skills than I do. But I don't make that mistake. I can control the football. Like... Fam, a 5-year-old can control a football. Like, it's just, it has so many layers of pain. I mean, they are literally in Spain without the S. It's a shambles. It is a shambles. AH64 Gypsy Lads, that's the best goal I've ever seen. That is the most bizarre goal I've ever seen. I have no words. Insigne doesn't make that mistake. That is just shocking. That could knock Spain out today. Yeah, well, that is exactly my point, Gypsy Lad. That could actually knock Spain out today. Like that's a mad thought. Genuine mad thought. Like, because Croatia haven't had a shot. They haven't had a shot on target today. Like, the closest they've come was Kovacic. But they lead. It's Koke trying to play a... Oh, see. Koke's played a through ball there. And he tries to go down the middle. He should have looked out wide to Ferran Torres because he had more room. He tried to rush the pass a little bit. I said we can compare anyone in goal. Like, literally anyone. Anyone should be able to put a foot behind the ball. Well, exactly. I'm just happy Aspie's getting minutes. He deserves it. Azpilicueta's had a good season with Chelsea. And I did wonder, if he would ever appear back in the team. Especially, you got Jesus Navas, He's kind of converted himself into a right back. I'm surprised, really, that he's come back into it. Jordi Alba as well, by the way. Also not playing for Spain. He's been benched by Gaia. And Alba pretty much won Spain the Euros in 2012. It's mad how time flies, really. It weren't too long ago Fernando Torres was ripping it up for Spain. And Liverpool. A foul has been given. Spain had a corner. I think Ferran Torres has fouled someone. Oh no, it's Azpilicueta, sorry. I think that's a bit soft. He's just climbing for a header. I think we've seen a few soft decisions. The more and more people say, oh, these referees have been amazing in this tournament, the more I'm like, they started out well. I question some decisions here and there. But yeah, that is soft. Like, the game's gone. Like, you take that 20 years ago, the game's so gone, man. Thiago should be playing instead of Koke. You mean Thiago the thumbs up merchant? I'm joking. He's a good footballer. Koke, I think for the miss alone, probably should be substituted because that was a sitter. The fact Navas didn't get called up is crazy. Navas had such a good season for Sevilla, and the fact he didn't get called up is just don't. There's been some weird ones. El Ghazi of Villa scored 10 goals in the Premier League, hardest league in the world, and wasn't called up for the Netherlands. Like, come on, man. Like, at least put him on the bench. I'm not saying he deserves to start, but Anwar El Ghazi arguably could play for the Netherlands. If he can play for Aston Villa, like that, in my opinion, I think that. How you doing, Pete, as well? Peters, welcome back, mate. If you guys haven't, if you're just tuning in to the stream, hello to Dean as well. If you are just tuning in, Croatia won, Spain 0, and it was an own goal by the goalkeeper. There was a back pass from the halfway line from Pedri, which was going wide, and the goalkeeper's touch is that bad, it deflects the ball off target into his own goal. And that is the difference between the two sides as of right now, which is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Dean said it's funny because Man City bought all of Villa's players like Barry, Milner, Fabian Delph. Grealish isn't signing. Nothing's confirmed yet. The stories are all bull. The only stories I'm believing, Fabrizio Romano 2 days ago said the clubs haven't arranged anything. And all the stories coming out now are still bull. I'll only believe it when I see a relevant, what do you call it? A good journalist, a reliable journalist, and I'll believe it. That's it. El Ghazi's Dutch. Yeah, he's Dutch. He was called up for the initial team, just like Ollie Watkins was for England, and then he was dropped. I just find it odd. I think he's good enough to play for the Netherlands. Like, this is not me being Villa biased. If you score 10 goals in the Premier League, I think you're good enough to play for any for any of your countries. You know, Gundogan, he scored 13 goals for Manchester City as they won the league. He plays for Germany. Like, I think it's a bit harsh to not play those type of players. There's more rumour, a confirmed deal articles there is on Sancho, and everyone knows Sancho isn't going to go. I'm telling you right now, Sancho is not going to go. Oh, this 88 million deal, don't believe it just yet. That's all I'm going to say. The news reporter is from a 75,000 follower page. I'm not being funny. I have 3k subs on YouTube. What, am I a relevant source now? Are you going to believe what I say because I have a following? Doesn't work that way. I believe people who are actual journalists. Those are not journalists. They are like merchants, and they probably get their followers by, twerking for Manchester United with Bruno Fernandes. That's probably how they've managed to get their following. Because, man, it's not trustworthy. Just don't believe it just yet. If it comes out, if they're like Fabrizio Romano or like an actual Sky, like a reporter there or an editor there, I would maybe believe it then. But as of right now, I don't believe it. Yeah, only believe it if Romano says exactly. We all know this. Only believe it if Romano says something. And even this whole Sancho thing, Romano hasn't said, here we go. He keeps saying they're close, but they've been close for 2 years. And they still haven't signed him. Spain have an opportunity here. Crossing from the right is deflected. It is a corner to Spain. 35 minutes gone. It's still 1-0. I can't believe that they are behind in this game thanks to an own goal. And I said, we've seen shocks in every single game. It's happened again. It's happened again. We've seen a shock today with an own goal. It's every game. Man, the shock for the England game, hopefully, is that England just qualify. Going for Spain, glance away at the near post. They still don't fully clear it. Pedri lays it off. Shot comes in from Busquets, I think, and it's deflected. Well, that could have gone anywhere. Azpilicueta got the final touch and deflected it wide. So lovely layoff from Pedri. Oh, the shot was awful. The initial shot actually was absolutely awful. It was the number 14, who is Gaia, the left back. So from left back to right back, the ball just couldn't deflect into the goal. Dean says there'll be something where news outlets, where they can't put false news up over everywhere. So much of it is like false. Exactly. So like loads of false news, right? Loads and loads of false news in football. It's for likes. It's just for likes. It's a stat farm. That's all it is. It's a big chance though. Pedri flicks it across. It's a wonderful pass. Keeper's come off his line. Oh, they're claiming handball, but it still won't go in. The referee doesn't give anything. Gaia goes for a shot. Saved again. Rebound. Goal Spain. They've finally scored. From like the second or third rebound, Pablo Sarabia has struck it into the top right corner. It's a clean strike. Croatia just couldn't clear their lines. It was a great save. The initial shot was a great save from Livakovic, but the ball again just couldn't be cleared. It found Pablo Sarabia about 10 yards out, and he absolutely batters it into the top corner. Koke laid it off. How does this ball actually find him? Oh, I'm so unlucky. It's a FIFA goal, if you've ever seen one. It's just a rebound in front of the goal. The goalkeeper needs to tip this wide. The keeper, in my opinion, needs to tip that wide of the post. I think it was Aymeric Laporte with the initial shot, which was saved. And then it was absolutely battered in by Sarabia. It hit the goalkeeper in the head and flew into the top corner. This game is funny. It is Croatia 1, Spain 1. And I can't lie, it is a deserved equaliser for Spain. I don't think Croatia have done quite enough to take a lead here. They haven't even had a shot on target. So I can't really sit here and say they've deserved their lead. So it is 1-1, and I think it's fair to say it's deserved. What have you missed? So what you missed, Jackson, was an own goal from halfway line, and Pablo Sarabia battering the ball into the top corner from a rebound. That is what you have missed so far. It is Croatia 1, Spain 1. I will be streaming the England game tomorrow, guys. If you want to watch that with me on the channel, there will be tears either way. This might be a response for Croatia. There would have been. If an offside didn't come up on Rebic, potentially, there would have been something there. There's another pass on Pedri. So this is what created the chance in the first place. Pedri flicked it across, and the goalkeeper had to come off his line. This is what started the initial move. Yeah, it was a halfway line back pass from Pedri to Simon, and the goalkeeper's touch is that bad, it goes in. I can't help but explain it. Where did Spain score? They scored inside the box. It was a rebound. The initial shot, I think, from Aymeric Laporte from the left-hand side. The keeper spilt it. It was a good save, but he only parried it out literally in front of goal. And to be quite fair, it was just a tap-in for Sarabia, but he absolutely battered it into the top corner. Cross in again for Spain. It's a good header away. And Modric makes sure they clear their line. And they might have a counter-attack in. The referee is given a free kick the other way. Oh. So the own goal was from Simon and the Spain goal was from Pablo Sarabia. Yeah, there was a foul. I didn't see there's much in that foul, to be quite honest. It's Sarabia. Lovely back heel. Aspilicueta's cross comes in and it's cleared away. I think it's Brozovic coming back helping to defend for Croatia. With 5 minutes to go to half-time, Spain are in the ascendancy here. Busquets. Oh, the own goal. This is mad. So according to the commentators, here's me saying the back pass was off target. I swear it was, but apparently they changed it and it will now be an own goal for Pedri. I don't agree with that. I think it was going wide. I think it's really harsh to give it to Pedri. It's not his fault. Sarabia for Spain is in the box. Right-footed cross deflected. Corner to Spain. A few minutes to go until half-time here. Okay, I feel like this may go to extra time in like 118 minutes where Croatia pull the lead, just like they did to us. Potentially, yeah. But they're nowhere near as good as what they were, I will say. Croatia and Spain. Even Croatia 3 years ago are better now. They had Mandzukic back then. I just realised Alba isn't even playing. You have him captain. Nice is in the mud, in the mud. Nice is in the mud. Na 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 na. Nice is in the mud, in the mud. You'll be here for England game. Don't worry. Hopefully there'll be tears of joy, not tears of pain. Did somebody tell AJ England aren't playing today? Bam! Background because it's coming home. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. Koke corner for Spain. And it's headed away at the near post. Pedri. Man, everything Pedri has done has actually gone well, except for the back pass. Everything has gone well. Crossing from Torres. Only half cleared. Koke has a go. Oh, it's wide. He absolutely batters it towards goal and it's put wide. Apparently it's a Pedri own goal. According to the commentators, it's a Pedri own goal, but that wasn't going in. That back pass was not going in. It was literally going wide. So like, I don't know where they got I don't know where they got that from, but it was literally to give it as an own goal. It's so harsh because he's actually played so well today. Noise says you don't really believe it's coming home though. I think if we beat Germany, it is. And I said this in my Is It Coming Home video. I personally believe if we beat Germany, we get to the final. It's that simple. It is that simple. And if we win the final, I think we may have enough momentum to beat an Italy or a France or a Belgium. I think we have the momentum to do it by that point. Crossing from the right for Croatia. That's a good ball, you know. It needed just a little touch there from Rebic, and I think it should have got it because that's such an inviting cross from the right-hand side. I think Vlasic will be a bit disappointed that no one's got on the end of that because that's a wonderful ball in. Jackson said, AJ, I'm going to clip you say that when we lose tomorrow and make a nice video. Please send it to me because it will probably go out. If you beat Germany, you lose to Sweden. Is that okay? Oh, guys, you'd never guess what? Noise is from Sweden. Who'd have thought? I know, it's mental. It's almost as if someone from Sweden is backing Sweden. It's mad. Absolute bonkers. Chance for Spain. Cross comes in again towards Koke. Pretty much playing as a striker, Koke. He's had more of the ball in the 6-yard box than Morata. So I don't quite understand this formation for Spain. But you could arguably say it is working. If it wasn't for an own goal, they would be winning this. Alba's on the bench. And Aaron isn't FIFA, mate. Orsic, I imagine he's not as good as what he is in-game. He's on the bench, though, for Croatia as well. Croatia have Veselico as well. He plays for Atletico Madrid. But he's not starting, which I find very odd. Pedri tries to find Morata, who's very well intercepted. Spain have really turned on the heat, though, in this game. To be quite fair, they look rattled for about 5 minutes. It's a through ball. Chance for Rebic. Oh, great goalkeeping, Simon. Well, they nearly caught them out with a simple through ball. I keep mentioning FIFA because it really is becoming a FIFA game. Because all Croatia are doing right now is through ball and inshallah. And that through ball towards Rebic, he would have got there if it wasn't for goalkeeping from Simon. He would have got there. Very good goalkeeping. Fun fact: Little Aston Villa have spent more years in the Premier League than Man City. Also begins their billionaire Saudi Arabia takeover. They're actually battling relegation. We have actually spent a lot of time in the Premier League, and if you guys didn't know this, Aston Villa versus Everton is the most played Premier League game of all time. I should say most played First Division game of all time. So I don't know if it is the most played Premier League game. So I imagine any Arsenal game, because Arsenal have also been in the Premier League. I imagine Arsenal versus Everton is the most played Premier League game. I wouldn't call it a bottle of England lose to Denmark. Oh, I would. I mean, I want Denmark to do well, and I wouldn't be too upset if we lost to Denmark say we got to the semi-final. But realistically, we should beat Denmark. Realistically, we should. Loads of comments have come through. I appreciate it. Keep them coming. If we win against Sweden, football's coming home. I agree. World Cup quarterfinal, ring any bells? The tears if we lose to Ukraine. Oh yeah, imagine if you lose to Yarmolenko's boys making all the noise. Can't wait to diss AJ in the background when we get the decision to final and lose to a VAR decision in the 50th minute. Oh dear. Aren't you supporting England, Jackson? Chris says, why does it show black flag? I don't know why. Half time has gone in Copenhagen. It is 1-1 at half time between the two sides, as I was reading this. Fun little... Oh, I read that before. Ukraine is underrated, though. I wouldn't call it a bottle. I read that as well. Noise potential rent-free in Dean's Head. Potential. Denmark looks strong. They have a massive amount of motivation. Oh, well, that is true. I'll give them that. They do have motivation. Okay, guys, what do England have? What do England have that other teams don't have? We're basically playing in a home tournament. Only one of our 7 games, potentially, say we make it to the final. So that's 7 games for England from group to the final. 6 of them at Wembley. 1 of them will be in Rome. With the next game, after Germany, we'd either play Ukraine or Sweden. That game will be in Rome. Every other game's at Wembley. That is huge. No other team has that. No other team has that at all. All the semi-finals and finals also at Wembley. No other team has that advantage. We need to use that. We need to use that. That would be mad. Murata wants to do it all alone, but he gas. Wait, he has to pass? Oh, yeah, I think that's what you mean. He has to pass if he wants to win. I agree. Support England, but I'm saying facts. Kids literally kids literally hit score and decide to support whatever team wins game in, game out, whilst real fans support their local. Good reason. I do think I'd rather someone supports their local. You know, like if you live in Norwich, support Norwich because you got a good side. I don't get it. If your local team is in the Premier League, I don't understand why you wouldn't support it. I know people who live in Aston and don't support Aston Villa, and I'm like, you literally live in Aston. You live in a place that has a Premier League club with trophies, and you don't. I don't understand. And it's usually Manchester United or Chelsea or. I have not met a Man City fan in person. I don't know if any Man City fans in person exist because I've never met one. I genuinely have never met one. I've met United fans, Chelsea fans, Arsenal fans, even Tottenham. I've met Tottenham fans, but I've literally never met a Man City fan in person. Many a true gamer said I'm predicting an England-Belgium final with England win. Wow, that would be mad, wouldn't it? Guys, if you haven't already, any likes on the video will be appreciated, and any subs to the channel will also be given with a load of love from me, and I would appreciate it very much. They have John Stones, no one else has John Stone. Oh, days. I remember when John Stones was a clown. I remember he slipped over against Villa in the final and we scored. Right, you have some decent sides in Ireland, right? They're not world class, but you got like Shamrock Rovers. You know, you've got who else have you got? The other team in Dublin, surely. Like you can support the Irish Premier Division. It's in FIFA. You know, you could do that. Your locals, MK Dons. You kind of grew up in care for 19 years from the age of 5. A staff member was a huge Villa fan, dressed you up. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, no, I rate that. I rate that. And to be honest, MK Dons is a Mickey Mouse franchise club anyway. So I would give, if anyone lived in MK Dons, in Milton Keynes, sorry. If anyone lived near Milton Keynes and didn't support Milton Keynes, that I'd give a pass to, because they are literally a franchise club. They bought their history. They bought their place in the league. And they are scum. So, yeah. I literally, I don't blame anyone who's from Milton Keynes who doesn't support them. I would rather support Wimbledon than that. I move a lot, so I never have a local for long. So I grew up idolising Lampard. So Chelsea's always been your team. It's fair enough. Like, even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, like, it's you don't have to agree with what I say. I just prefer to support a local team, because, you know, watching football in a stadium is way better than watching it on a chair. Like, that's just fact. That is, no matter who you are, you can't disagree with that. You can't fake atmosphere. We saw it with the pandemic, with like the fake crowd noises. Even that's not the same. It's nowhere near the same. And you can tell, if I can tell from a TV that it's not the same, I would 100% tell if I'm in the ground and I hear fake sound. I don't know, man. Imagine supporting a team. I'd rather support a team than not support one. I don't know how you can like football, John, and not support a team. Like, I wouldn't blame you for supporting Derby. Like, even though Derby are dog, I don't blame you for supporting a team, you know, from where you are. And I know Wayne Rooney's kind of mudded Derby a little bit, but they're still an alright side. They nearly beat us in the final. It was a close game. I've had loads of stadium tours. Been to Man City game. We won the Wolves game. We drew in some old Carling Cup semi-finals. Met Barry Bannon. Damn. I've been. So, like, what I do, if I go on holiday, no matter where I go, I'd like to go to, you know, the ground. I like to go to, like, a football game. A lot of the times I've gone on holiday out of season, which isn't great. But if I've gone on holiday and in season, I go to a game. Like, a lot of my family live in Devon, and when I go to Devon, I watch Exeter City, because they call it's a football fix. Like, it's just football to me. I like to experience different atmospheres. I wouldn't say I'm an Exeter City fan, but I've been to watch them, and they're the right side. The football standard isn't fantastic in League Two, but I've had fun watching them. And they've had a stadium renovation as well, which is also quite cool to see. Even where I live in Northampton, I see more Villa fans than I have United or Northampton. So I wouldn't blame you if you went to a Northampton game, because at least that'd be, you know, you go to watch Northampton here and there if you wanted to see a game of football. I wouldn't blame you at all for doing that. If I lived anywhere, I'll always support Aston Villa. I'll always love Villa, but I'd go to the odd game no matter where I lived. If I moved to America, Canada, if I moved anywhere, I'd always go and at least see the local once, just to see what it's like. Like, if you got this football, it's football, man. So you get me to commentate the Irish Games World Cup 2026. Well, the idea is I may, for the next major tournament, I may have guests on during the live stream. So, like, dead air isn't great. I'm sure you've noticed sometimes, if the game is bad, I talk to my chat more, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend I don't. And channels like mine do better when there's more people on the screen. And I don't think it'd be the worst idea in the world if I had people on with me to watch the game. You know, like Fan Zone back in the day. Probably some of you don't even know what I'm on about. But there used to be a very popular thing where you get a supporter of one team and a supporter of the other, and they sit together watching the game. And they have their reactions. That's entertaining. People loved that. And, it used to be a thing on Sky that they've been calling out for ever since. And I think that'd be cool. If I say we play Tottenham, if I could have a Tottenham fan during my live stream to be on, I think that'd be sick. That'd be funny. Just like Tottenham score, I'm sure he'd celebrate in front of me. If Villa score, I'd celebrate. That'd be cool. And then obviously the games where I'd go to, I want to introduce a few vlogs. Oh man, I'd feel awkward doing vlogs, I will say, but I'd like to give it a go at least. But yeah, I think if ever I was watching Ireland, especially at the World Cup, Aaron, I'd have you on any day. You'd have to monitor what you say, if you know what I'm talking about. But I'd have you in. I'd have you in for that. I think it'd be funny. John said I wouldn't support Derby. Closest Prem team is Villa. Wait. Where do you? This sounds sus. But if you don't want to say publicly, I thought you lived in Derby. I thought you lived in Derbyshire. Do you live actually? Do you live in a bit of Brum? Do you live at? That would be mad. I don't know why I'm finding this out. I swear you lived near Derby. Just hope one day we get some big game at Northampton. Sadly, I have too many difficulties, etc. to get to Villa Park and back. Fair enough. I don't blame you, mate. If I ever went to Villa, by the way, I swear, John. Then how did you know Kai and Vicky then? Because they were I know the exact town that they were based in, both of them. So how did you know them? Did you just travel? Did you commute just a long way? Well, like I'm so confused here. Or did you know them online? Or I swear you all like knew each other. Aaron said you should have got me in the England Ireland friendly. Oh, that was an awful friendly. That was the last friendly that we had together was awful. And I don't really rate the England friendlies are terrible, man. I love watching England at a major tournament, but England at internationals and qualifiers is boring because we just play the same crap teams over and over again. You like to just sit back and defend, and we eventually beat them 4-0. That's all that happens with England international. Dean said even football 3-5 saying the Grealish is sealed. It's them ones where the secret basically been leaked, but no one's confirmed anything to the Euros. Well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? I put a bet ages and ages ago, before the season finished, that Grealish would actually finish the transfer window and stay at Villa. And if that's true, I win a lot of money. That's all I'm gonna say. So if Grealish stays, I'm swimming. I am absolutely swimming. But we'll have to wait and see. Because I did the bet so early, I'd be raking in peas. Because at the time, his what do they call it? The job. My brain's gone blank. The speculation was all in the air, and it's kind of since then that we know that Villa don't want to sell him that much now. But Man City and Villa are still trying to battle between. Is in the same town as them. Oh damn. Oh, fair enough. Sad thing is, I think that England squad are egging him to. Well, maybe, but then you could argue that are people egging on Saka to leave Arsenal? Are people egging on, Harry Kane to leave Tottenham? Like, how far do you take that? Because Tottenham don't really want to sell Kane, but Kane apparently wants to move. Would anyone from Man City like Foden try and encourage Harry Kane? Like, how far do you take it? I wouldn't necessarily agree with it because there's too many players with conflicting opinions. Reece James apparently is wanted by Man City. Would he leave Chelsea? Just because he's playing with Man City players like Foden and Sterling doesn't necessarily mean he'll be convinced to go to Manchester City. There's loads of, almost every player's their future is always constantly under speculation. There'll never be a player that, I'd say the 1% of players, the future will always be at their club. Like, your Alan Shearer's was never going to leave Newcastle. I didn't go. Yes, you're not the guy. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. I don't believe these outlets can give pre-confirmation everywhere, even papers, and be allowed to do that. This is more than a rumour. I'm sure there's... Yeah, exactly. Like I said, don't believe anything until it's true. They've said, by the way, that I think the biggest what do I put it down as? The biggest argument is the papers have been saying Sancho to United for over 2 years. Is he a Manchester United player? No. They've been saying it for 2 years. Like, do I have to say anything more? Do I have to say anything more other than that? Like, they're literally just getting views half the time. It's an exaggerated story. They would say Villa are going after a player in the Championship, right? And the rumour is that they've gone to have an afternoon tea somewhere to talk. The reporter would see that and say they pretty much agreed to join. It's an exaggeration. There's always exaggeration in football. Trust me. Don't worry about it just yet. Until Fabrizio Romano is starting to say it's close, then you start bricking. Then you start bricking and go, oh God, there we go. Until then, don't worry about it. We should have no reason to sell. Realistically, we have no reason to sell. Grealish, he's worth what? Well, in my opinion, more than 100 million. And the rumour is we're going to sell him for 88 million. We don't need to. We're the third richest team in the Premier League. Like, you're telling me he's going to force a way out right now? I find it odd. Thanks for £2 from Dean, though. I appreciate it. I really do, mate. Grealish is happy being a big fish in a small pond. Grealish, I do think he's slightly too big for the club. But if he goes to Manchester City, I'd still say the same thing. I still think he's too good for City.
Watkins!
I genuinely think the only way it'd be a step up in his career is if he went abroad to Real Madrid or Barcelona. Genuinely. I don't... Like, Manchester United haven't won trophies in 4 years. Chelsea... Oil Club. Chelsea are barely above Villa's level. I mean, they've won 2 Champions Leagues, but they're barely above Villa's level. And Manchester City are basically Villa in a Gucci coat. I do think for him to actually have... Maybe his level right now is possibly either... I'd say I'll push United or Liverpool, but that's it. He's too big for City. He's too big for City, in my opinion. He's a legend. He's a legend, and he will be. I've said this for years, but he will be a Premier League star. He will be. People think about the Premier League, and they'll think about Grealish. Having the richest owner doesn't mean you're the richest club. It all depends on how much the owners are willing to invest. Well, they've spent a lot of money. They've not made money at Villa. I'm telling you now. We were on the cusp of, well, being not a club. I'll put it that way. We were, I think, 60 or 70 million in debt in the Championship. The owners came in, paid it all. We have got promoted since then, but they've lost money at this club. Trust me on that. They have not gained any money from Aston Villa. And they're constantly spending. The only way they're going to make money at Villa is if we perform well and get into Europe. That's it. It's like a long-term process. It's like when people buy, solar panels. At first, it's going to knack you, but eventually, in time, you will make money. And it's kind of what the owners have done here. We have kicked off, by the way, for the second half. It is Croatia versus Spain. It is 1-1. Spain have been the better side. The own goal, though, by Simon put Croatia in front. Spain, to be fair, reacted well. And the equaliser from Pablo Sarabia has put them on terms. Aaron Grealish smoked Sterling in a... Oh, he did. I saw that. I don't know why people are saying Grealish isn't quick. It's the biggest myth in football. Or modern football, anyway. That Grealish isn't fast. Watch his run against Arsenal in the 3-0 win where Watkins scores. He runs the length of the field, pushes Bellerin off the ball, and assists the goal for Watkins. The man's got pace. The man has pace. Sterling, maybe he's better at attacking runs, but if that's all he has, that's better than Grealish. I'd rather Grealish. I want Sterling to play. Don't get it twisted. I do want Sterling to play because he's confident and he's the only England goal scorer right now. And I would back him. I would back him to score against Germany. I just don't think his talent is there. His confidence is through the floor. Through the roof right now. Free kick for Spain. It's headed away by Vida. It's going to be collected off the chest though of Gaia. There'll be a potential cross here. Sarabia against what? I can't even speak there because I had a hiccup. He was against Modric and he was forced backwards. Messi can run faster than Bolt, and I doubt that. If he could, he'd be he'd be a runner. He'd be an athlete, not a Premier League, not Premier League, not the League of Footballer. Put it that way. There's been footballers who've given up their footballing career to be an athlete. He's not faster than Usain Bolt. AJ, just get over people don't like Jack. Will always find a way to be against him, etc. If Bellingham smoked cane noises and fans will go nuts. There's something called a Villa agenda. It seems a small club. Oh yeah, I think there's truth to that. Sarabia. Good ball to the edge of the box here. Pedri twists one way, goes the other. Pedri. That's a great ball out wide here. Chats across on the left-hand side. Oh! Good header away by Vida. It's a good ball in from the left-hand side. It was Gaia with the cross. Now it's a counter-attack for Croatia. Really well mopped up. Really, really well mopped up there. Croatia on the counter-attack. They looked dangerous there. Vlasic peeling away. But fantastic bit of defending there. Dean AJ just said Grealish is too big for City. Like, he is too big for City. I agree. I think that Man City have never won a Champions League. He's going from a team who've won one to a team who haven't. Chelsea, again, before the year 2000, had won a quarter of Villa's trophies. They've done well in the last 20 years, obviously, because Roman Abramovich has come in. And Chelsea are basically the oil team of the year 2000. But everyone forgets about it because Man City are the new oil team. But just like City, they had a bit more history than City, but just like Man City, they didn't really have a lot. They were just like an Everton. If Everton had that investment, they'd be a big team now. But they didn't. That's hard to look at it. Okay, but currently City I think the squad are levels above City. I do think that. And, if City won the Champions League, I would say overall they've won more. But a Champions League has so much weight to it. And they've literally spent over $1 billion. They're just an oil team, man. I hate everything that City stand for. Like Pep Guardiola, right? Pep Guardiola cried on national TV about Sergio Aguero, right? He cried. Literally he cried. Said we can't replace him. They're weighing up 200 million plus on Harry Kane and Jack Grealish. What? We can't replace him? Oh yeah, let's spend 100 million on Kane. What? He's a complete fraud, man. I think Guardiola is a good manager, but I think even I'd be half decent with the money that he's had. I don't want to pick myself up too much, but I feel like I could just say to the players, just play in it, and they do well. They beat a lot of teams because they're that good. You can't replace a player with Aguero's skill, but you need to get a player in his position. Harry Kane is quality. Harry Kane is a replacement. Harry Kane is probably one of the best replacements in world football for Aguero. So his tears are bull, and it makes you so mad to see. At least Manchester City's oil hasn't been able to buy a Champions League trophy yet. Ball at the back post, chance for Spain, and it's a mishit. It is a mishit. Oh dear! It's Pablo Sarabia, the goal scorer, at the far stick. Completely free. Should have done more with that. I didn't play it all season. Mbappe, Haaland, Isaac. Oh, Isaac. He snuck Isaac in there. You see that? He snuck Isaac in there. Like we wouldn't notice. Chance for Croatia, though. Again, it's a poor ball. Both the number 22s of both teams not playing brilliantly right now. Sarabia with a mishit cross. And then Juranovic for Croatia with a poor pass. Jackson said, I'm sorry if PSG don't win the league next season. The Barca don't do good. The Argentine chemistry, Aguero and Messi. Well, PSG are basically Man City but French. And that was an embarrassment how they didn't win their league. How do you not win your own league with Mbappe and Neymar? Like, that is sackable. Sackable offence on the spot for Pochettino. Embarrassing. I could win that league. See, it's Mbappe and Neymar. Like, oh, pain. Absolute pain. Only is legit injured for like 7 months of the season. Wasn't fully fit till May. I do not care. I do not care. Manchester City, like I said before, Pep Guardiola, and I had people agree with me yesterday when I said it. Guardiola isn't a success until he wins the league, the Champions League. The league's okay, the league's good, but the Champions League is the pinnacle. And until he wins the Champions League, he's not a success. That's what he was brought there to do. It's that simple. And I know Man City fans will be crying with me talking about that, but it's true. It is true. And I really hope the Villa owners hold on to Grealish and not let him go to City, because if Grealish does go to Manchester City, not only I think it's a bit of a waste of money for City because they have Mahrez. But that's another thing, by the way. Manchester City have players in those positions. Phil Foden, Riyad Mahrez, Raheem Sterling, Bernardo Silva. It's just greed. They don't need Grealish. You got De Bruyne in an attacking midfield role, arguably the best number 10 in the world. Why on earth would they need Grealish? I want to know that, like, if Grealish is going to go over there to sit on the bench, like, that baffles me. That does genuinely baffle me. Aaron Neymar scored 4 goals in the... Oh, dear. Awful, embarrassing, everything. I think Ericsson, I think he'll most likely have to retire, just like Fabrice Muamba, but he's lucky to be alive. I think that's the most important message. Football means a lot to me, but it's not more than a life, I think. Pep Guardiola literally legit went Centurion and won the domestic treble. I love how he has to say domestic treble because it's not the real one. No one cares about Carabao Cup, so you instantly wipe that off. Yeah, you won the league. Well done. Leicester City won the league. Blackburn Rovers won the league. Well done. Well done. The real winners win the Champions League. Those are the real winners. Until you've won that, you're nothing. Simple. That's why Arsenal, a lot of people disrespect Arsenal because they do nothing in Europe. Arsenal, historically, are awful in Europe. Liverpool won 99 points and play kids in the cups. People don't care about the Carabao Cup. I hate to see. The Carabao Cup, in my opinion, should not be included in major trophies because it's not anymore. People play kids. People play, like Villa had to play under 18s against Liverpool in the FA Cup. And the FA Cup is supposed to be more respectable than the Carabao Cup. Interview, hello Pep, so what position do you think needs upgrading? Pep, right wing, we have nobody there. Players, they've won the Prem. Oh man, it's so funny. You know what, if City City buy Kane and Grealish, you know what all the football Twitter virgins would say? They'd be like, oh, Pep Guardiola's amazing, isn't he? Like, you got Kane, you got Jack Grealish, like, well done. Crossing for Spain, goal for Spain! It's Cesar Azpilicueta! It's a header, it's wonderfully placed. In the middle of the goal. It's awful goalkeeping, realistically. But it is Croatia 1, Spain 2. It has been coming, they've been knocking on the door. And it's Cesar Azpilicueta's first ever goal for Spain. And I can't even lie, they've deserved this, Spain. 100% deserved it. Wonderful header from Azpilicueta. Crossing from the left from Gaia. And Azpilicueta, how on earth has he beat... No, so it was Ferran Torres' cross. It was a Ferran Torres cross of Man City. Puts it on a plate. And Azpilicueta beats Cavadio, the fullback. It's fullback versus fullback. And Azpilicueta scores. Mini True Gamer, you did say it. You were spot on, mate. Big moment for Spain. As things stand, they will be going into the quarterfinals of the European Championships. By the way, if any of you are interested, the winner of this game will play the winner of of France versus the Switzerland, and then the winner of France, Switzerland, or Spain would play the winner of Italy or Belgium in the semi-final. So we're starting to see how it will shape up now. That the back to front play has been class from keeper to right back to left wing. That was good. That was good. That was typical Spain. That was typical Spain. France, Switzerland is later on tonight. I did decide to stream this game because I thought it would be a whitewash. Watch Switzerland beat France, and I'll be thinking I could have made bear content. I could have made bear content. Just don't. I will be uploading. By the way, for you guys interested, I will be uploading my reaction to the own goal earlier today, and I'll do that in a separate video. Because I just thought that's funny, and people would want to see my reaction to that. Hopefully, my reaction, by the way, yesterday, it got quite a few views, so I was quite pleased with that. If you won the Carabao Cup, you would be creaming AJ stop capping because we don't win a lot anymore. But if you wanna say you're a big boy now, if you wanna say Man City are the elite, you don't include Carabao Cup. Swansea City have won the Carabao Cup. What? When did they win it? 2014, 2013. Like it's not an impressive cup anymore. I don't think it ever has been. Like you don't include. I don't care that you say it's not a proper treble. It's no in. Manchester United in 1999, that is a treble. League, Champions League, FA Cup, that's a treble. To me, that's a treble. FA Cup, people take more seriously. But the Champions League and the League in the same season, that's everything. Quadruples don't exist anymore. See, to include the Carabao Cup, I just think the only way I'd ever include the Carabao Cup is if you manage to win everything. Because it's like a tiebreaker then. But if you want to look at it in a a table point of view, the Premier League is a point, the Champions League is like 3 points, the FA Cup is a point, and the Carabao Cup is just goal difference for you. So all it is, it's a tiebreaker, it's goal difference. It's nothing. Who cares? Community Shield is even worse. Community Shield is a glorified friendly. Oh man, don't get me started. People genuinely use Community Shield as a trophy in their cabinet and say something. Like, Tottenham would do that because Tottenham win nothing. Right? I imagine Tottenham would love to put Community Shield in their trophy cabinet because they win nothing. Premier League is 2 points. Yeah, I'd say Premier League is 2. If FA Cup is 1, Premier League is 2. And Carabao Cup is literal goal difference. Carabao Cup on its own is nothing, man. Players get hyped over the Shield. It means nothing. The Community Shield is the lowest of the low. It is the most point. I can't even tell you who won the last Community Shield. Who actually did win it? Because I don't remember. Who cares? Was it Manchester City? I feel like City won it. I don't care. Arsenal won it. Exactly. Arsenal won it. Who cares? Oh God, yeah, I think they won it on penalties, didn't they? I'm pretty certain they won it on penalties. Who cares? Who cares? No one cares. No one gives a toss. Because it's the Community Shield. Beat Curtis Jones, Ryan Brewster. Oh my days. Ryan Brewster on a penalty shootout. What if that doesn't say? If that doesn't say a lot. Like, if you want to have a penalty shootout win, if you want to win a major tournament, alright, let's put Ryan Brewster on a penalty. Yeah, sounds great. That sounds like a team that wants to win it. And then he gets relegated with Sheffield United. Amazing. By the way, you could argue that Aston Villa are the reason Sheffield United got relegated. We were their first game in the Premier League and we beat them 1-0 and they missed a penalty in that game. So you could argue that Villa absolutely mudded Sheffield United. If they would have won that game, I don't think they'd go down. They have momentum. They start out strong. I think their squad wasn't awful. Their manager wasn't too bad. I felt like they lost too many games 1-0 where they gave up. I think it came down to mentality more. more than anything. I think they had talent in that squad. Villa, the reason Bournemouth got relegated? Well, I wouldn't say that because Bournemouth beat us twice. So if anything, if they would have stayed up, we would have been the reason why they would have done it. Bournemouth went down because they lost, I think, 7 of their last 8 games, which is just awful. And the time they actually won, it meant nothing. They beat Everton on the final day, and it meant nothing because we got a draw away at West Ham. AJ, do you even know how to qualify for Community Shield? You win the FA Cup and you win the league, and the winners of those play each other. So it was Liverpool versus Arsenal, wasn't it? Yeah. Who cares though? It's just Community Shield. Who gives a toss? Who gives a toss? It's a friendly. It's a friendly at a nice pitch. That's all it is. They probably eat food off the shield after the game. Probably put like a fat Wagyu steak on it and eat food off it because it's pointless. Was it not the Villa keeper ran into the goal? Oh, no, that was the season before, and you could argue that we kind of put them in the mud with that because that was the first game past lockdown, and they didn't really have. They actually ended that quite badly. They went from a team who were like 7th, and they finished barely mid-table. Crossing towards Morata, good header away by Vida. Yeah, by the way, guys, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you notice me talking more like bull and talking to my chat more, the game's mudded. This game is mudded. Other than the own goal, there's been barely anything to talk about this game. It's been absolute mud. Probably one of the worst games that I've watched in this whole tournament. It's just been so flat. Like, Croatia plays such negative football. Spain are trying to play Spain football of 2010 and they're struggling. They've had a few good passages of play and they did score from a good one with Aspilicueta, but they've done so little. This game's dog. If Chelsea won the Community Shield, I'd move on saying, yeah, exactly. Who cares? Who cares about the Community Shield? Trust me, no one remembers. I thought Man City won it. They weren't even in the final. Honestly, the next one will be Man City Leicester, won't it? That will be the next year's one because Leicester won the FA Cup. Shane Long went on loan to them this. Wait, Shane Long went on loan? I thought he always stayed at. I thought he stayed at Southampton. I didn't realise. Did he actually leave? Mad. The fact that you have Shane Long as a striker is mad. FIFA 10 vibes. FIFA 10 vibes, man. Football Manager vibes. This game, just nothing. I'm waiting for the next highlight to load. If you've ever played Football Manager, you know what I'm talking about. This has just been so dead. Possible chance, though. Brozovic. Chance for Croatia. Oh my god. If you're watching the game with me right now, that shot sums up the game. Rebic hits it onto his left, so his right foot, he kicks the ball onto his left foot, and it bobbles into the keeper's hands. If that hasn't summed up this game of football, I don't know what will, because that is just awful. It's just a Pedri career mode. He's been well involved in today. Scoring the own goal and then being involved in the build-up play for the equaliser. And I think he was also involved with the second goal as well. Orsic will come on for Croatia in the 66th minute. I'm watching the game. What? This game is awful. I'm supposed to be making content about this game. I chose the wrong game. This is shockingly bad. Croatia, I've unfortunately for me, I've managed to watch a few of their games, and they just play the same way. It's so negative. They just rely so much on Modric, like providing passes here and there. Here he is again. Modric out wide. What's a chance though? Oh, it's a great save. Unai Simon. That is brilliant goalkeeping. Well, it's me saying the game's mudded. It nearly came out of the ground there. Once again, Modric getting involved. Oh, man, it nearly goes under Simon, you know. The shot came in from Gavardio, the fullback, and Simon, it hits his elbow, goes underneath him, and he just manages to fall on the ball to stop it going beyond. It was nearly another goalkeeping error there to put Croatia level. That would have made this, well, at least a little bit more entertaining. Pedri got the assist of the assist, yeah. Well, if anyone has him in a fantasy team, I'm sure they'll be gassing. Vlasic, did he get a throw in there? A throw into Spain's been given. Vlasic pulled the ball back to Gavardia. The shot went through the legs of Aspilicueta. Oh, Simon, you lucky guy. You lucky keeper, man. He gets... I thought it hit his elbow. It hit his fingers. And then went underneath him. And he just managed to grab the ball before it went behind him. Like, you lucky guy. If he had 2 goalkeeping errors in the same game, he'd be sent back home to Spain. Like, before the full-time whistle, he would have been subbed and given his, like, passport. Or his passport would have been ripped up and it'd have left him in Copenhagen. Like, a long ball through. There's no offside flag. Chance for Croatia. And it's another good save from Simon. An offside flag has come. Well, that's why I didn't commentate at first, because I thought an offside flag was going to show anyway. The flag stayed down. Oh, he's well offside. Yeah, I see. I know ball. I know ball. He was well offside. It was Kramaric who came on the subs, by the way, for Croatia. Rebic and Petkovic have come off. They've done nothing, really. Rebic has done more. And Kramaric and Orsic, everyone knows off FIFA, are coming on for left wing and up front. What other goalkeepers Spain take? David De Gea and Robert Sanchez of Brighton Hove Albion. But you can't really play Sanchez because, you know, he's... What? He's a second choice goalkeeper? Well, is he first choice now? With Matt Ryan going, is he first? Oh, he's their first choice, yeah. He didn't start the season with Brighton. He didn't start playing with them, but you could argue he'd do better than Simon. De Gea, he's not fully fit, but he's on the bench. I'd rather start Sanchez than Simon. I don't rate Simon at all. I do not rate Simon at all. Sanchez wasn't initially Brighton's first choice goalkeeper, but he is now. He played 27 games. Yeah, that was it. Matt Ryan was, and he got bought by Arsenal. That was it. And Sanchez came in. He's had a good season, Brighton. If Brighton actually had a striker, according to the expected goals, they'd be like 5th, apparently. They've really underperformed. Like with Neil Maupay and all their attackers, Trossard, Yakumbash? I forget his name. They've all just not performed well, really. For Brighton, they've missed a lot of chances. Why? I want Graham Potter to be the England manager eventually. I love his football. He's not scared to go to like Manchester City and play three attackers and try and get something. I'm sick of teams going like 5-4-1 against big clubs and defending for their lives, just waiting to concede. I'd rather you just go all out. He said he was limping out. Oh dear. I think Simon has played all the games though for Spain. There's going to be a sub, Pablo Sarabia. I think he's going to come off. He's done well, to be fair. He did score the equalising goal. I think he could have done more in other chances, but I think overall he's played well. And Dani Olmo will come on. It will be the first substitution for Spain with 20 minutes to go. I think it's job well done, I think, for Spain so far. And it's going to be another sub. Pau Torres will also come on. The hero for Villarreal against Manchester United will also come on for the number 12, Garcia. It's just a like-for-like defensive substitution. I think just to freshen up a little bit. Pau Torres has pace. And, yeah, I think he can do well. And he will just sit on the halfway line for now for Spain. Arsenal rejects second bit. Yeah, I saw that. Smith Rowe, another bid rejected. Free kick to Spain towards the far post. Header into the area. Oh, is it going to be crept in? It is, but there may be an offside flag. There is an offside flag. Alvaro Morata bundles the ball into the back of the Croatian net. But it will not count. It is offside. And we're going to see if this is actually offside. Oh, he's well off. Well offside, Morata. He just toe pokes it into the back of the net from about a yard out. But he's offside. He's offside. Of course, Morata scores when he's finally offside. The rat. Literally has rat in his name. I'm also mudded, by the way. I had a FIFA Euro 2020 card of Morata, and I sold it. And now I think, oh wait, he's gonna get an upgrade now. I may during this game buy Morata back because I know his price is gonna soar. A yellow card has been dished out. There was a foul on Brozovic, I believe. Hang on, I'm going to see how much Morata is. I'm going to cry. No! His price has rocketed. I've been mudded. I have been absolutely mudded. His price has gone from 50k to 85. I am in the mud. In the mud. I am in the mud. No, 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 no. I am dusted. I am dusted, man. His price has gone up by 30k since I sold him. Oh. I've been absolutely mudded. Morata, I packed Verratti, is now 96 rated. I got Jack Grealish. I got Acuna. I've got, I had it, like I said, I had Morata. I got De Vrij, he's the 96, but that'll be it now. I may buy Morata back. And he may go up. He may go up. I need to see this. What was he yesterday? I'm going to buy him. I'm going to buy him. I'm going to mud my club again. I think he'll go up. We're going to wait and see. Another long ball play forward. Now, if Croatia get an equaliser, I'm really in the mud. Because I could buy him back. And then suddenly I'd be like, oh, crap. I could actually be really mudded here. Brozovic. It's a nice play for Croatia. I'm just going to wait till they have this attack because I'm worrying. Rakitic. Wait, is that Rakitic? I swear I've just heard the commentator say Rakitic. Well, I think he said the name wrong. Juranovic, no, Brekalo and Kramaric and Orsic have all come on for Croatia. I was going to say Rakitic. He's not. Rakitic isn't even playing. The commentators had a fumble there. So yeah, I'm gonna buy him. I'm gonna buy Moreno. Why am I doing this? I have no idea. But I've mudded my club. I have mudded my club. What? Oh, what the hell? I had and I had to come up on my phone. When's the next club stream? I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Verratti, any Italian player? Oh yeah, by the way, I packed Griezmann. I did manage to get Griezmann's what is it called? It's FOF card. Oh, by the way, the Croatia goalkeeper nearly had the same thing happen to him as Unai Simon. I literally just spotted that. Yeah, I'm gonna buy Moreno now. Not Moreno. Morata. I'm gonna mud myself. I'm gonna do it. Apparently it's 85k. I could make coins. Spain could do well and I could make coins. I probably have to wait for a double upgrade. Oh, his price is going. His price is going, lads. Oh my god, I'm mudded. His price is even more. Okay, 88k. Jeez. 88,000 coins. I beg he goes up. I'll beg you. You got team of season Alessandrini? He's good. I packed him. Chance for Spain to get a third! They have it. Ferran Torres has scored. I didn't see what happened. I just saw Torres have the ball in the box. But that will be it for Spain. I think I've done a good purchase there. That's brilliant. If that had been a Croatia goal, I'd have cried. The player PSC got Mason Mount. Damn. I got Casemiro. So I was alright with that. It was a free kick for Spain from their own half, and Ferran Torres managed to nick the ball away from the fullback Gavardiol and roll it into the net. It's a simple goal. It's straightforward, and it's Croatia 1, Spain 3. Croatia are heading out of the Euro 2020. The best player... Oh, here we go. The Manchester City fan is out here. I've mudded my club. I have mudded my club. Hopefully Morata, his price, will go right up. And I can get some coinage into the club. He's played well, to be fair. Ferran Torres, and to be fair, Sarabi did well when he was on the pitch. If Torres is that good, why don't you play him? Well, yeah. And they'll say, well, we did play him. He scored a wonderful goal. That was a very composed finish. Jordi Alba's coming on for Jose Goya. It's just a bit simple, really, for Spain. They had a free kick from their own half. Travels, 50 yards diagonally. Torres against Gavardio. And I'm not sure if it was Gavardio who just lost a bit of composure. You know, like a deer caught in headlights. But it just seemed to allow Torres to just take the ball around him. I just don't understand how on earth that chance is... Well, that has happened. I just don't understand that an experienced defender puts that ball in Rose's head under pressure. Like, he just allows Torres to come past him, take it off his chest and score. I just a little bit confused there. Shaking my head. Aspi has had a better year than Torres. Azpilicueta's actually played well than Ferran Torres. Azpilicueta not only scored the second goal for Spain, defensively he's been rock solid. I would probably say he's my man of the match today. Him or Pablo Sarabia. I think Sarabia did well as well. Morata's been awful again. Pedri and Busquets have controlled the midfield. Koke missed a sitter, so I don't really want to say he's been amazing. But Laporte and Garcia defensively at the back have been great. But I think Azpilicueta, in my opinion, has done enough for man of the match. Croatia making their subs. I think they've accepted now that they are going to go out. The latest sub now is Budimir to come on for Kovacic. And they've just bought off Rebic. Oh, wait, no, they haven't. Sorry. They brought off Vlasic for Palisic now. It's a shame. It is a shame, really, for Croatia. You never want to go out of a tournament. Well, at any stage, really. But to go out with a poor goal. I mean, they were gift-wrapped an opening goal. So I don't feel too bad for them. They were literally gift-wrapped the lead. And they've not utilised it. And now Spain have a free kick with a foul. Vida hacking his man down. Vida's hair, by the way, is awful. And I know my trim isn't the best. But look at Vida's hair and tell me his hair is not an absolute clapped. It's clapped. It's greasy. It's vile. And Croatia are heading home. Agree with Aspi, man of the match. No bias at all. Totally no bias. I reckon we're selling Bernardo and Mahrez, signing Kane and a Ferran on the right wing. Potentially. Will be a free kick for Spain. We've got 10 minutes to go here. It is Croatia 1, Spain 3. They're virtually all but assured their way through. Free kick comes in from the left. It's headed away. Jordi Alba. So weird. See, Jordi Alba, number 18, is bonkers. The guy should start. Awkward back pass to Simon. This time he doesn't fumble the ball. Plays a long pass looking for the diagonal. To be fair, I don't think the Spanish substitutes have to do too well. I think it's fair to say. You might buy FM. I love FM. I love FM. This year is the only FM I haven't bought in the last 6-7 years. I just didn't really have enough time for it. I didn't really play much of the one before, but whenever I play it, I love it. So I don't know. Some people play it more than any other game. I feel like if you have the game, you play it a lot. If you enjoy, don't update the score. Sorry, I've been caught in the world of my own. It is 3-1 to Espanyol. I appreciate that, John. I predicted the future there. Jordi Alba's captain first 3 games. Get it on then, AJ. Well, I think it's discounted right now. Stop capping. You play DVD off stream 400 hours a month. Okay, here we go. Same with FM. The reason why I said it with FM, and well, I can tell you don't play FM yourself, because whenever you play FM, you have to have a full-on 3 or 4 hour session. You can't just go on for half an hour. You get like one game done in half an hour. Whenever you play FM, you have to have a full-on session. You have to, and if you're starting out, it takes you like 2 hours to get your squad sorted out. Like, that's how I can tell you're not an experienced FM player. That's all I'm going to say. Jordi Alba was captain first 3 games. Why was he number 18 then? They usually give like the higher numbers for the players who don't really feature. That's why I'm surprised Grealish hasn't played that much for England, because he got number 7. It's like giving a goalkeeper number 1 and then not playing him. Like, why give him number 1? Well, now I have time, so I might as well. FIFA makes you... Oh, yeah, fair enough. Oh, I felt bad, you know. So I got to goal 2, right? Because I wanted to get the I sold part of my team because I wanted to get like the French player picks. If you haven't seen it, by the way, you get minimum 88 rated team of the season player picks. And I did it a bit too late. I could have got 3 and I realised far too late. So I ended up only getting the 1. And I beat a couple people genuinely just by bridging. And I feel like a rat. I feel like a complete... There was one guy who battered me. Absolutely battered me. And my goalkeeper, Donnarumma, was outstanding. And then I beat him 1-0 off a bridge. I was like... I'm sorry. I didn't want to do it to you. I watched Pie. Oh yeah, I watched Pieface on his stream yesterday. Oh, he was really struggling. He lost like 5 games in a row at one point. He was really struggling. But yeah, I had look. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I bridged to win the game. I felt like an absolute rat. Chance for Spain to get a 4th goal here. Oh, he tries to chip the goalie. We've seen too many FIFA things here. And it's another free kick that Croatia didn't really mark the players. Did that fall to Dani Olmo? It's number 19. It was Olmo who tried to chip the keeper there and he completely mishit it. Puts it straight into the hands of the goalie. Pi is pretty bad at FIFA. But I don't watch him because he's bad at FIFA. I watch him because he's funny. And when he plays badly at FIFA, that's when he gets funny. Talking about England, why isn't Sancho start a single game? Well, Gareth Southgate. That's it. 2 words, just Gareth Southgate. He hasn't played Grealish. He's played players. Oh, chance for a goal from... Oh, surely a goal for Croatia. Oh, surely it's crossed the line. It has. It's 3-2. Well, this is interesting now. According to the goal line technology, it's crossed the line. And Croatia, again, these are goals out of nowhere. Croatia have scored, and we have an interesting end to this game. Luka Modric on the byline pulls it back into the middle, and it's just a complete scramble. So who actually puts this into the back of the net? Oh, it's well over the line. It was the number 18, Orsic. And I feel bad because I said Orsic isn't a good footballer, or not as good as FIFA, but Orsic has come off the bench to score. The little rat. The little rat has done it again. He scores off the bench. How many times has that happened on FIFA in the last couple of years? Orsic comes off the bench to score a late goal. It is Croatia 2, Spain 3. Wow. Literally out of nowhere. Luka Modric, like I said, they're relying on him so much now. Sal Morata. I gotta see if his price has gone up. Surely at 3-1, his price would have gone through the roof. Morata. His price has gone up to 90,000. I bought him for 80. His price has gone up 10,000 coins since I bought him. I'm feeling less easy now. I could have done it. I could have dusted my club, and now Croatia are on the attack again down this left-hand side. Oh, good deflection from Aspilicueta. There will be a throw into Croatia. What an end to the game this is. Orsic did score 3 goals against Tottenham. Oh, I remember that in a 3-0 win when the manager was in prison. What a funny thing to say, like. All 5 subs for Croatia, so they can't even change anyone for extra time. But I don't think they thought they were gonna get there anyway. Brozovic, edge of the box for Croatia. 3 minutes to go. Their tails are definitely up now. Can they create anything here? It's Brekalo. Oh, brilliant from Ferran Torres. And it's Pedri racing away. Pedri's done well. And he's been fouled. It is a free kick to Spain. Master Trader AJ. Look, I know my football things. Yeah, that was well over the line. The shot from Orsic, well over the line. Croatia 2, Spain 3. This is mad. The initial shot was kept off the line by Cesar Aspilicueta. And then Orsic toe poked the ball in. It was such a scramble. But he has a goal for his country in a European major tournament knockout round. Not many England players have done. Ferran Torres will come off for Spain. I'm sure it'll be a defense. Yeah, Oyarzabal will come on for him. I remember I've spent loads of coins, by the way. I know I'm talking about FIFA again. But I've spent loads of coins on an Oyarzabal Player of the Month card at the start of FIFA. And he was absolutely awful. He had like 88 pace and 88 shooting. He felt like an absolute brick. Felt like a... Genuinely, I played like 5 games of him. He didn't score. I took him out. I played like a Leroy Sané, regular gold, and he scored 3 goals in 1 game. Like, some of these top cards are just awful. Absolutely awful in-game, no matter what they say on the card. Yeah, he's 3-star, 3-star. Yeah, fam, I wanted someone who looked good. But yeah, I think that was possibly the reason. I didn't realise that at the time. He was so expensive though. Usually they make it expensive for a reason. I didn't realise. I never tried to go for meta cards, so I play Alonso Showdown at centre back. Fair enough. I currently... Who's my centre backs? Oh, I am a bit of a rat. I do have, as of right now, Koundé and just Lacroix, but we won't talk about that. Moving on. I also have Teo. Okay, so Teo Hernandez, I also have at left back, but I got him for free, and I also got Let's Go That's Class at right back, because I have a full French team. But again, I got that in a red pick, so don't blame me. But my defense is it's a little bit meta. I can't lie. I am a bit of a I'm an accidental meta rat. That's what I will say. A minute to go in this game. Croatia 2, Spain 3. For a 3-2 game, it's not felt like one at all. It really hasn't. I just think both sides have took their chances. Because this could have easily been a 0-0. Oh, an offside has been given there. That was a good chance. Brekalo is in a good position there. And the offside flag came up. You did shout Felix. And he was saucy done. Oh, Felix as well. What, 4-star, 5-star? Very sauce. There's loads of sauce involved. We are past the 90. Croatia 2, Spain 3. I have Lacroix, Hernandez, Rizzion. Oh my god, you're a rat. You're a rat, mate. You're just like me. Welcome to Rat Gang. We both have Hernandez and Lacroix. 6 minutes of added time. This is very interesting. 6 minutes. We've seen a lot of added time in these games. I don't know. I have no idea what the 6 minutes is worth. Or why there is 6 minutes. Because this has not been... It's not been 6 minutes of injuries on this game, I tell you right now. Pau Torres goes back to Unai Simon. I would not give him a back pass at all. From what we've seen. He would not be getting the ball to his feet. I do not care. Oh, Yarzaball's done well here. Oh, it doesn't get the rub of the green. He did well to keep it in play. It's cleared long by Livakovic. And now a chance for Croatia. Long shot. Why? Why, Kramaric? Why did he shoot from there? Oh, yeah, it was offside. I think he knew he was offside. That's why. Because Kramaric had the ball there just outside the box. And you feel he could have just ran through to the goal there. And he just lashes it past the post. You're onside! What are you doing, you moron? He just took it so early, the moron. Kramaric was through. He was onside, the flag. Well, that would have been overturned. Because he was onside. And Kramaric could have ran through to the goal. But the dumbass decided to take it really early. Your back line is Paredes, Hernandez. we all have the same Hernandez. I find that so funny. Croatia building again down this left-hand side. They put a ball into the middle. Header! Goal! They've done it! I don't believe it! Croatia have equalised in the 92nd minute. Oh my goodness me, this game is going to extra time. Oh my word! What a cross on the left-hand side! And it's a bullet header! Oh my word! Oh my! It's Palisic, the substitute. What's a ball in? And it's me saying Orsic is a terrible sub. Orsic has scored and assisted. This is bonkers. Orsic is playing like a FIFA card. My guy has scored off the bench and assisted the equalising goal in the 2nd minute of injury time. This is unbelievable. Croatia 3, Spain 3. I've mudded my club. I bought Morata because I thought Spain were headed through. I have been mudded. I have been absolutely mudded. It is Croatia 3, Spain 3. And Spain have made their subs. Spain have bought off all the good players. And now Morata slips over. Oh my days. What is his price? I need to look at his price now. What is Morata? I bet his price has already plummeted. I have the the AC Milan left back. I may sell him, lads. What do I do? Guys in chat, do I sell Morata now? Do I believe? Oyarzabal for Spain. And that's a throw-in. What a game. Well, this game was mudded. Dean, this game was dead. This game was absolutely dead and buried for the longest of time. Yeah, the Bayern centre-back. I see. I may get him, the French one, because he has a good link. Croatia 3, Spain 3. I have mudded my club. I bought Morata back at 3-1. I've been mudded. Well, the Croatian supporters are all in tune now. The Spain fans are silent. I checked the market, yeah. Jesus. I've been mudded. Oh man, no, his price! No! His price has dropped by 3,000 coins. People are selling him for 85k! People literally a minute ago, his price has dropped by 3,000 coins in the last minute. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe Morata. His price will not go down. He will get that upgrade. I swear he better get that upgrade. Oh, I've been mudded. I've been mudded. We're going to go into extra time. This is unbelievable. A glancing header. Can Croatia build anything? Oh, no, it's a poor touch. And that's it. We're going into extra time. From 3-1 down. I bought Alvaro Morata at 3-1 because I thought it was guaranteed Spain in the quarterfinals, and they have absolutely bottled it. Orsic with the 85th minute goal to get them back in the game, and Palisic's header has put them back on level terms. This is unbelievable. Well, I'll put it this way, guys. So Spain made their substitutions at 3-1, right? So Spain have taken off maybe some weird noises come from there again. Spain have taken off Pablo Sarabia, Eric Garcia, Gaia, Koke, and Ferran Torres have all come off. They've all been subbed. I'll be bad at stocks. Everyone would bet 3-1. Well, there was 5 minutes to go and it was 3-1. I have no words. I have no words. I'm gonna turn off. I'm hearing some static, so I'm gonna turn off my light. Is that gonna do absolutely anything? It's doing nothing anyway. I'm just hearing some static. It's a bit concerning. FPL sounds so fun. I got no idea how to use it. It's just an app that you download. You get yourself involved. I don't like that at all. It's my extension league's making the sound. I'm gonna unplug my light. My lighting will be awful, but I need to reduce something here because this is weird. Oh, I go there and the noise stops. What is going on? So there's a static sound coming from my extension lead, which I've never heard before. I go there to sort it out and it stops. Thank you for that. I've been made to look like a mug. Yeah, so FPL, download it. It is fun. I do enjoy it. And I think you would as well. Yeah, Croatia, I've got to give them respect and credit because that is mad. 3-1 down. 3-1 down today. With 5 minutes to go, and Orsic, off the bench, scores and assists the winning goal. Talk about a player who has made an impact. That is mental. Yeah, you pick your team, mate. Yeah, you pick your team. Hello to you, Decker. What's up, mate? I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're a Croatian supporter, and I'm sure you'll be very pleased with what you've seen. I'm just in shock. Yeah, Dean. I keep telling Dean. Dean, you have a mobile phone, right? You must have a mobile phone. If you have a mobile phone, download apps. You can download Discord, and you can download the the FPL. Yeah, go into your Play Store, download Discord, and download the Premier League. Well, you get the Premier League one for next season. It's a bit late for the Euro one, but download the Premier League fantasy app. So easy to do. I don't know why you don't do it. It doesn't cost absolutely anything to do, so I don't know why you haven't done it. So yeah, well, I don't really know what to say. You can also do the fantasy thing on Google. You don't have to download the app for that at all. That you can just sort out on a web browser. Yeah, guys watching this game with me, what have you made of this? This has been a little bit bonkers. The game, believe it or not, the game has been dead. The game has actually been dead for most of it. The game's been completely and utterly dead. It's just seemed to, come to life in the last, 10 minutes? Croatia suddenly managed to get themselves back in the game, and right now, they're in the ascendancy. If I was Spain, I'd be very worried right now because they've taken off their best players for defensive ones, and it's cost them. Like Ruiz, Alba, Oyarzabal, Torres. I suppose Torres scored, but Olmo, 4 of those 5 subs just don't give me a lot of confidence. How you doing, Kings or Legends? What's up, mate? You are definitely a legend for tuning in, although that sounded very cringe. But hello, mate. What's up? It is. Oh, I need to fix this, by the way. Give me 1 second. I can do this like that. Look at that. See? I've planned in advance. We are going into extra time. It is Croatia 3, Spain 3. I didn't think I'd have to use my extra time overlay, but here we are. I should always plan. This is why I plan. I plan for anything in football, because literally anything in football can happen. I'm just kind of lost for words, really. Spain were very comfortable in this game for a large majority of it. Led 3-1. Croatia, the only time Croatia even scored was through an own goal, which they had nothing to do with. And the substitutes have really done they've been everything for Croatia. Well, as I was talking there, I've just seen a flying boot. A Croatian footballer has had his boot go flying there. This game is bizarre. Basically, this game's been bizarre. Every round of 16 game has had a shock twist. This one has been the fact that the keeper scored an own goal. Oh! And we nearly saw a Croatian 4th goal there. Orsic has just gone for goal with the inside of his boot and just curls over. Now that would have been, well, that would have been unreal. All like replacements, not much dropping. I mean, I agree to an extent. They are like for like, but other than Ferran Torres, I don't think there's. Okay, Alba, I think it's a decent sub, but 3 of the 5, I don't agree with. I don't think it's an improvement. It just gives you more fitness. Morata's gone down and is asked to go up by the referee. And this time Gvardiol has fouled for Croatia and it'll be a free kick to them. I'd love pens. I would love a penalty shootout. This game could do with a penalty shootout, really. Sergio Busquets, the captain for Spain, fouling Gvardiol. Busquets actually has barely been involved in the attacking phase of Spain. In fact, I've barely even mentioned his name. Brozovic will take the free kick. What is it, Aaron? They'll take it short. Modric. Ooh, just about fine. Oh, wow, that was lovely. So he found Brozovic, and Brozovic, with the outside of his foot, plays it out wide to Brekalo. That was beautiful. Rodri would be better. Yeah. Well, I just don't understand why they took off Sarabia. Sarabia actually played really well. And arguably could say man of the match. Long ball from Brozovic. And that might cause some problems. They're claiming handball, Croatia, but I don't think anything's going to be given. Modric then clatters into the back of a Spanish player there. And that'll be a free kick to Spain. Luka Modric in his frail frame. Oh, he's just fouled Pedri there. Absolutely batters into Pedri there. Take Morata. Oh, wait, they can't. Aaron, they've made their subs, mate. They can't do it. Wait, are they allowed an extra sub in extra time? They've made 5. So I believe that was it, isn't it? Are they allowed another sub in extra time? I think they might potentially be allowed 1 more. But they've made the 5. And, well, Ferran Torres coming off for Oyarzabal, I think was the... Wait. So Ferran Torres came on, scored, and then came off again. Why have I just picked up on this now? Torres was a substitute, came on for 17 minutes and scored, and then got subbed. Odd, I think, to say the least. And now, Spain have a chance here with Oyarzabal. Cross comes in, good goalkeeping. Very, very good goalkeeping by the Croatian. Livakovic, good goalkeeping. I'm just saying, from a weird perspective, there's been a bizarre own goal. There's been a comeback and a half for Croatia. This looks like an amazing game. And now Croatia may get a goal here. Oh, it might just drop in. Oh, it's a great save. A nice Simon. What a save against Kramaric. It felt just like the goal back for Croatia where it fell kindly. It had the same thing happen there again. The ball bobbles in front of goal and Kramaric batters it towards the middle of the goal, and the flailing foot of Unai Simon has made, well, Spain not go behind, basically. That's an unbelievable bit of goalkeeping. He had no right to save it. It was a point-blank range save. And Spain are just about hanging on here. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Croatia's still 3-3 with Spain. Thank you very much. And Croatia, oh well, the commentator just said it. Croatia full of energy. Orsic battling. It's done really well here. Can they create something here? Kramaric will go out wide. This is not the greatest of balls. Brekalo is awful. That's awful from Brekalo. Cut out by Alba. Now can Spain get some form of momentum? They get a free kick. Dani Olmo fouled. Torres started. Torres didn't start. Torres. Did he start? I'm so confused here. Oh, there are two Torres. There are two of them. I see. And Dani Olmo's forced a good set. I forgot there are two Torres. That was it. They started with Ferran Torres. Yeah, they started with Ferran Torres and they brought on... where is he? They brought on Pau Torres. That's it. They brought on Pau Torres. And yeah, okay. It makes sense. So they took off Ferran Torres for Garcia. No, they bought on Pau Torres for Garcia. And then they took off Ferran Torres for Oyarzabal. Makes sense now. They've had basically a Torres on the pitch at every point of this game. Corner for Spain. That's awful. Oh, dear. Oh. I'm messing my overlays up again. I got drinks in the way, so my hands are kind of all over the place. I just realised this was slightly out of place. So, yeah, they've had a Torres on the pitch at every point of the game. They started with Ferran Torres. They took him off after he scored for Oyarzabal. They brought on Pau Torres. They have too many, and they had Fernando Torres about 10 years ago, so they got too many of them. Imagine having 3 Torres in 10 years. That is mad. That is bonkers. It's like having 3 Kanes. Like what England's surname is quite common. Because I can't think of one. No, not even Walker. I say Walker's a common name, but not for English footballers. He did, yeah. Well spotted. He did get the assist, didn't he? He's Olmo in the box of Spain. Olmo pulls it into the middle. Really well defended. Brekalo doing well. He's doing better defensively, Brekalo, I will say. Smith. But there's no Smiths in the actual squad. Talking about the squad itself, there doesn't seem to be like many actual players from that squad. There doesn't seem to be many of the English players having the same surname in the squad, basically. He's Pedri. Pedri's had a good game, to be fair. Obviously, if Spain lose this game, people will look at his own goal and probably blame him, where that wouldn't be deserved, really. I would like a penalty shootout. Spot on. Many a true gamer. I think it'd be fantastic for content. I didn't stream the Villarreal versus Man United game, and I kind of regret not doing it because it was fantastic for content. Olmo for Spain goes across towards the back post. He's found a man. Chance Morata scores! It's another goal for Spain, and Alvaro Morata, my goat, my FIFA player, has battered it into the roof of the net. It is Croatia 3, Spain 4. What a game this has been. This has just twisted and twisted and twisted again. And Morata scores, potentially, the winning goal for Spain. Well, I wouldn't like to predict anything right now, I will say. But what a cross from Olmo. Morata, one touch off his right foot, and with his left foot, he batters it in. Terrible defending. He was at the back post defending. Oh, Brekalo. Oh, dear. He's been a terrible substitution for Croatia. And my comment about him has not aged well. I said Brekalo at least has defended well. Well, he has actually been completely caught out there. Ferran Torres. Well, I was going to say Ferran Torres. All the Spanish players. Well, there was a sub that came up to him to help celebrate. What a finish. This is unbelievable. Croatia 3, Spain 4. So many things I've said have not aged well. Within a few minutes, I've said Brekalo's defended well. And I said I want this game to go to penalties. And in a minute, Morata has scored to put Spain 4-3 up. And a final sub for Spain. Rodri of Manchester City will come on for Sergio Busquets. And I'm sure Neuss will be absolutely screaming without the S. Seeing another Manchester City Spanish player on the field. But what a game. What a game this has been. 18 minutes left. I would not want to call this. Finally, Morata has turned up though. He's literally done nothing all game, Morata, but he could score the winning goal here. If he puts Spain into the quarterfinals, everyone will forget and move on that Morata's had actually a poor game. But the Spaniards in the ground today will not care if they go through. Orsic, he's done so much. It's another lovely, good through ball. But it's very well defended. It was shielded. And it's going to fall to Kramaric. His shot! Good save, Simon. Oh my days. This is so end-to-end. This is bunkers. Kramaric winning the ball back for Croatia. And he goes with his laces, but hits it low. Oh, dear, man. This game is crazy. Olmo. Early ball in. What a pass from Olmo! It's in! It's 5-3! Danny Olmo! What a substitution he has been! Because that's a wonderful pass to Oyarzabal. And that would surely mean Spain are going through. Surely? Oyarzabal. He just side foots it into the back of the net. But what a pass that is! Danny Olmo, what a player! Lovely 1-2 on the wing and Olmo's early ball in. He's onside. He is onside the fullback. Closing down the man. Oh dear, what a finisher, Oyarzabal. Big goal for Spain. He's kept onside because of the man who goes to close down the cross. He's kept him onside and Oyarzabal batters it into the... I keep saying the word battered, but every shot has been hammered towards goal. It is Croatia 3, Spain 5. What a game. This is absolutely extraordinary. Can I rule Croatia out? Can I rule them out? This is unbelievable. With the Croatia supporters in the 90th minute going into extra time are all in tune, and now suddenly they're all quiet and are 5-3 down. The goal will stand, it won't be offside. There was no hint of offside. And this is quite truly unreal. Croatia have, they've got 15 minutes, Croatia, to score 2 goals. And here, Oren, your comment to me has aged brilliantly. Because you said I'm terrible at stocks. Well, apparently I'm not. Because the Alvaro Morata stocks will absolutely skyrocket after this game. Unless Croatia gets something back here. Here's Danny Olmo. Oh, he's done brilliantly. He's gone past another slide tackle. Then gone past his man. What a sub. Danny Olmo, what a sub. He has to start, surely, for the next game for Spain. The man has literally carried them. And Morata's beat his man. Morata, can he score a 6th goal for Spain? Oh, what brilliant defending from Vida. Well, Morata took the ball past the fullback, went through on goal, and you feel like he would have scored the 6th Spain goal there. Oh, you've missed a great game. You have missed a great game, Dean. Croatia 3, Spain 5. Yeah, this won't be forgotten for a while. This genuinely will not be forgotten. This has been a bonkers game. A minute of added time will be played. Surely, Spain have had a 2-goal lead earlier today and they lost it. Surely Croatia can't score another 2 goals. Surely Croatia can't score another 2 goals. Guys, if you have enjoyed the live stream, please make sure you do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. That is it. Half time and extra time. It is Croatia 3, Spain 5. I just have no words. I have no words for what I've witnessed. I can't quite fathom what I've just seen. We've seen Spain drop a 2-goal lead. Oh, dear Lord. There's been 8 goals in this game. Spain, to be fair, I expected Croatia... Well, that's another thing I missed. Croatia could have gone 4-3 up. Kramaric missed a sitter in front of goal. He literally missed a sitter in front of goal and forced a good save from Unai Simon. And then from that moment, Spain completely took the game by the scruff of the neck. Scored 2 wonderful goals. First goal, they scored in extra time. Alvaro Morata crossing from Olmo. Morata took it off his right foot, batters it in with his left to put Spain in front. And then another lovely cross from Olmo towards the back post, and Oyarzabal finesses the ball into the corner to make it 5-3 to Spain. The substitutes for Spain have actually made a difference, I will say. I will say. Morata, he started, but he got assisted by the substitute Olmo. And then sub Olmo combined with sub Oyarzabal to put Spain into the lead. Extraordinary. I can't, but this game has had so many twists and turns. Can I even rule out Croatia? They've already come from behind. Can I rule them out again? Like, do I have to learn my lesson? I just don't have the words to describe what I'm seeing here. This is unbelievable. I was going to make a highlight of this. It wouldn't even be a highlight. It'd be like a 20-minute video. You said the subs are pointless. Well, the subs on paper are not great, but they've performed really well. Olmo has really impressed me. Olmo has really, really impressed me for Spain. What a player he has been off the bench. 2 wonderful crosses. You could not have placed any of those crosses any better. Well, this is why I'm not going to say the game is done, because Croatia seem to have all the will in the world to battle. Who'd have thought there'd be an 8-goal thriller in this game? Who'd have thought? We are about to be underway for the final time. It is Croatia 3, Spain 5. And we have kicked off for the second half of extra time here. Well, all I'm going to say is, I feel bad for Orsic. Orsic has come off the bench for Croatia. And that's another word. There's some more words I've had to eat, by the way. Because Orsic has come off the bench and scored and assisted for Croatia. And I said, well, he's not FIFA Orsic. He's not going to do well. And he's gone and provided 2 goals. And here Croatia come forward again. And maybe they will score. Oh, no! Oh, it would have been 4-3. No, 5-4 even. Oh, my days. My brain's gone. Oh, my goodness me. It should have been a goal. It was a free ball forward. Budimir, the substitute. He has to score. He has to score that. I think Unai Simon gets a finger to it. But that is unbelievable. That would have been 5-4. Apparently it went wide, according to the officials. But this game is unbelievable. And they may get another chance. Another free ball play forward. And that's a mistake from Pau Torres. And that'll be a corner to Croatia. Come on, the Croats. They take it quickly. They put a ball into the box. It's deflected. They still keep the ball. They're going to have to play it to the halfway line, though. It's Brozovic. He's been involved in every single minute of this game. Croatia play the ball back to the goalkeeper. And I don't think that's reacted well with the supporters. And the keeper has played it forward. It's Budimir. Orsic in the box for Croatia. It's a heavy touch. And Dani Olmo now for Spain. Lovely touch and pass. Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And Morata nearly got through on goal there. Really strong tackle. Brozovic slips over. He's given the ball away to Spain. Is Oyarzabal. Man, the players are so tired. Ah. Very good interception. A ball played towards Olmo. He's got it now here. Olmo, the players are jogging. The players are knackered. These players literally can barely move. I feel for those who have played from minute 1 because they must be well tired. Pau Torres for Spain. Goes all the way back to Unai Simon. He's got a press here from Croatia. Simon goes short. 2.5 minutes plus any injury time. It is Croatia 3, Spain 5. Either way, no matter who... Well, I'd like to say Spain are safe. But I don't even know anymore. But either team goes through, and you can say there's holes in this team. There's holes in that Spanish defence. And there's certainly holes in the Croatian one. Long ball played across, again looking for Alba, but he can't keep the ball in play. Brekalo takes the throw in short to Vida. As things stand, only England and Czech Republic are the survivors of Group D. With Croatia heading out of the tournament. Luka Modric, that's a great challenge. Will Spain get the throw in? Both fans arguing it will be a Croatia throw in instead. And Brekalo will take the throw in. He's had such a poor sub. Brekalo. He's at fault for the fourth goal for Spain. He's missed chances for Croatia. It's been awful. And you compare him to Brozovic, who's done really well. Modric has done really well. Orsic has been exceptional off the bench. Again, another really, really poor pass for Croatia, giving the ball away. And Spain I imagine, would like to keep hold of this as long as possible. We only have a minute to go plus injury time. Spain will be playing the winner of France versus Switzerland in the quarterfinals. I will be live, by the way, tomorrow for England versus Germany. I have been plugging that all week, so make sure that you are with me on the channel for that, because that is going to be a terrifying experience for me. A free kick has been given to Spain. Vida has apparently fouled. See, you got Morata. Morata will be given all the praise, you know. But Morata's had such a bad game. He's just scored the fourth goal to put Spain in front. But all the Spanish supporters, and I imagine the tabloids as well, would turn around and say, oh, Morata's the GOAT. Morata, the hero for Spain. But it's been absolutely shocking. I don't care. My Morata will go up with loads of value, I imagine, for his FIFA card. Because he'll get an upgrade. But, oh dear. He's just not played well at all. Throw into Croatia. We're past the 20 minutes. Wait, hang on. Do we have another... Oh, we have another 10 minutes. I'm an idiot. We have another 10 minutes. I apologise. I thought it was... It said extra time 20, and I thought it was the 120th minute. We have another 10 minutes to go in this game. I thought we were really coming up close. I still don't think Croatia will have enough to score another two. Although they might do something now with Modric. Oh, great defending. Fabian Ruiz has done really well to make the challenge, though. I thought there was only a few minutes left because I saw 20. But we do have another 10. Almost switches to play. He's found Fabian Ruiz. Twist one way, then the other. He'll play it backwards here to Jordi Alba. Spain are taking all the momentum out of the game here. Morata, the most bipolar footballer. But bipolar striker in world football, I agree. He's, How do I explain Morata? I don't want to say bipolar. It's just, he's an awful footballer. I don't rate him at all. But he always seems to score. I don't understand. He'll miss sitter after sitter, but then score an important goal. That's his career in a nutshell. Croatia haven't had the ball for the last 2 minutes, just to really put things into perspective. Jordi Alba. Just short one-touch passing for Spain right now. Allowing the time to tick down, allowing Croatia to use up their energy to chase the ball even more. I think they're trying to just wear down their opponent now and use the time in doing so. The supporters are doing ole every pass. Good press from Croatia. They have forced them all the way back to keeper, to be quite fair. And now it's Pau Torres. He's got Alba with him. Oh, that's a mistake. That was nearly taken advantage of. It might be... Oh, no, there's a slip. It would have been taken advantage of if there wasn't a slip there. Oh dear. That was a bit of a slice from Pau Torres. 2010, Man City lost to the mighty Hull City 2-1. True. Who cares? It's 2010. Back then, Manchester City had Robinho up front. What a pass that is. And Spain have a potential. They do have a free kick. They had a potential for a 4-on-3 there. Vida has apparently handballed, and it will be a free kick to Spain. There'll be the final sub for Croatia. Luka Modric will come off. Well, I feel like he should stay on, really. Modric would be the only player, I imagine, to drive Croatia forward again. I imagine that's it for the tournament now for Croatia. Unless another miracle. Surely not. Surely not another miracle for this side. We've seen so many. They try and play a through ball, Spain. Looking for a Yarzabal again, but very good goalkeeping. It wasn't the best of passes, to be quite fair. So the final sub for Croatia. They've literally taken off all their attacking players and the right back. So all 5 of their attacking players and Juranovic have all come off. And the latest sub is Ivan Nusek to come on for Modric. Seen Scott Parker has a new job? I haven't seen that, no. I know he's going to leave Fulham. I heard about that. I think he's too good for Fulham. I think he's had an alright season there. I'd rather him at a team, you know, in the Premier League that has, you know, a good structure to it. Fulham are a bit of a yo-yo team. They don't have any Premier League structure. And they do need some. A nice Simon on the ball. And he'll distribute it short. Spain, they play so different for when they're ahead to when they're not. They get away with that, though. The pass wasn't great, but they have a counter-attack now. Pedri to Olmo. Pedri's played so well today. And Olmo just takes all the momentum out and decides not to run instead. And they'll pass it around the park again. Here's Jordi Alba. I think the new captain for Spain. We've also we've lost Douglas. How do you mean we've lost Douglas Luiz? He's been called up to the Olympics. Oh dear. Oh, it's a flick on and Morata might be in here. Morata has loads of pace. He is in on goal. Morata! Oh, what a save! Livakovic with a save. And Morata's claiming for a penalty. Great save. He went for the near post. It's a good save. Livakovic has made a great save there. AJ, is it coming home? If we beat Germany, it is. That's a big question. If we beat Germany, it's coming home. Morata frustrated with the defending. He felt he was fouled there. Alvaro Morata nearly put Spain 6-3 ahead. And you feel that would have won it. Well, 100% won it for Spain. If you beat Germany, you lose to Swedes. Shut up. You know you're going to go out. It's either Germany or England. You are going to go out in the quarterfinals. It's even if you make it. Olmo does well here. Olmo in the box for Spain. Goes back to Jordi Alba. Rodri. Spain are boring now. Spain are playing like Croatia. They're playing so dull. Keep playing it back to halfway line over and over again. They'll probably go back to Unai Simon here. Pau Torres. Does go back to Simon. Big shock. They're just killing the game now. I don't think they want to risk dropping another 2-goal lead against Croatia. They just want to make sure they go through. There's already been 8 goals. I suppose they don't need any more. Oyarzabal has a foul, I think. Yep, free kick to Spain. Oyarzabal got lucky with a deflection. Then he span past his man. Chileta Char's on a yellow, by the way. So that could have easily been another yellow card for him. You know, we have Kulusevski, and he's showed exactly what he's got in like 20 minutes. Well, I'll watch your game after the England one tomorrow, and we'll see. Jordi Alba for Spain. 3 minutes to go here. Ball's play back to Pau Torres. Pau Torres goes all the way back to Unai Simon. I think it's safe to say Spain are through now. I don't think I'm going to rue my words again. This game's definitely been an absolute roller coaster. I think it's fair to say. But I can't see another comeback. Morata quality once again. Morata should have scored a hat-trick today. I hate how you say Jordi. What, Jordi Alba? People say Jordi or Jordi Alba. I don't care. Interchangeable. It's like people say David Villa or David Villa. Because I'm not used to saying it in a Spanish way. I know you pronounce your J's in the same way. Lovely cross for Croatia. It might go to the back post. You know Simon as well there. You know what? He's had a great recovery. He's had such a good recovery from the own goal. So many goalkeepers would have actually gone into a shell here. But Unai Simon, since the goalkeeping error, has actually played really well. And he stops a run coming through and he holds the ball as if it's his own baby. Cradles it as he holds it. Oh, man, I'm just saying Croatia looks so tired. Oyarzabal goes out wide to the right wing here. The cross in towards Morata, but it's awful cross. And very lazy defending from Croatia. They can so tell they're tired. They're barely moving, the defenders. Just about keeping their shape. No one is chasing or tracking down. Ruiz goes out wide here to Jordi Alba. Pedri to Alba again. Spain have definitely controlled this, the end of this second half of extra time. They've just it's a bit of game management, I think it's safe to say. Just stopped any momentum from Croatia, and they've took it easy. To be fair, are you going to be on Love Island? Love Island is genuinely one of the worst shows ever made. I don't get how it's so popular. It's so dead. It's so boring, and they just get idiots there with abs. That's all it is. It's just idiots with abs. Someone didn't know what EU was. Great ball forward. Big chance for a 6th goal for Spain. Oyarzabal, he squares it. Why did he square it? Oh man, off the post. Oyarzabal blocked again. Morata. Oyarzabal had a free goal there, and he went for a pass. Why did he pass? They still keep it though. Oh, Fabian. Oh dear, that's wide of the post. Why on earth? Why on earth did Oyarzabal pass, the idiot? He had a free shot. What are you doing? I mean, to be fair, Olmo hits the post, so it wouldn't have been it's not the worst idea. But just shoot Oyarzabal. I wouldn't like to say I'm a selfish person, but you gotta shoot that. Simon Nasri, Alexis Sanchez, Robin Van Persie, Fernando Torres, Steven Gerrard. Okay, well, you've just named loads of footballers. You switch between Unai Simon and... I don't care, because I don't know how to pronounce his name. I think it's Simon. Morata might be through again here. Morata is through again. Step over on an angle. Apparently, he got deflected wide. Oh, it's offside. A very late flag then. I think it's Unai Simon. But I don't care. I like Simon sounds funny. Exactly what Villa do. They tiki-taka the ball to person's goal area. Someone like Luis squares it back or something. Yeah, exactly. And that should be full time here. The backroom staff of Spain are set to celebrate. They are through to the quarter-finals with a win over Croatia. Croatia, the semi-finalists of the World Cup, have been knocked out today. You can't say they've not deserved something, though. They did battle, and they got their way, well, on level terms, but my club is no longer muddied. Morata's value will go up after today, thankfully. And it is a deserved victory for Spain. I think Croatia just took their chances, but you can't really say they deserve to win this game at all. But it has finished. Croatia 3, Spain 5. Guys, I'm going to rest my voice just that little bit. I will be live tomorrow for England versus Germany, so make sure you are here on the channel for that. What is it, Dean? 137 minutes long. It was a movie. This was bonkers. This was absolutely bonkers, Levin. It really was. But I do appreciate you all being here. Thanks for another £2, Dean. I do appreciate that very much. Thank you guys for being with me. I know I'm ill as hell, and UEFA are really, well, they're testing my limits here with how much I'm playing. I am Yeah, my voice is muddied, but thankfully my FIFA team isn't. Thank you guys for watching. Like I said, be sure to check me out tomorrow for England versus Germany. Up the England boys, it may be potentially coming home. Thank you guys for watching, and enjoy the France versus Switzerland game. Hopefully, that'll be a good game too. See you guys in a bit.